What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. 1098.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored. They did it.
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick DelGozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
What's up, my family? This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc. Make him yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Find them on the web and find them right here at 4 o'clock, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. We'll be talking to the doc about how Joe looks. He already messaged me, say Joe looks really good, all things considered on what he's going through. So no Brian Wilson today. Nick DelGozzo will be joining us a little bit. That's Greg Milakovic. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome in. We'll do Crumb of the Week like we always do at the end of the show. Phillies versus Nats live reactions. It was 1-0 Nationals. I can check and see where that's at, but we'll do a little bit of that because this game's getting out of hand. NBA playoffs, we'll talk about it. Sixers Hawks live reactions, and here we are to talk about the rest of this basketball game, the rest of this series. And moving forward, and that's going to tie into our poll question. That'll get us right in to everything we need to get into today, and that's brought to you by bodycheckwellness.com. And you can use promo code A2D, 20% off at checkout. That's bodycheckwellness.com, 20% off at checkout using the promo code A2D. Our poll question, the Sixers will win this series against the Hawks with or without Joel Embiid. That is the poll question, correct?
Yes.
Good, because there's two back here. There's two on the back end here.
Was there two? I don't know what the other one was.
It might have been from last night. I wasn't.
Okay.
So I wanted to confirm. Sixers will win the series against the Hawks with or without Joel Embiid. Agree or disagree? We have a sample. A small one, 2.5 quarters. That sample right now is a team that's shooting 50% from three, 55% from the field, and that is the Atlanta Hawks. That's a sample that we've seen here in 2.5 quarters. Now, we talk about 7-game series and the difference from these, and there's a regular game is adjustments. So we were curious to see what the adjustments would be coming out of half. Right away, that adjustment was, hey, Danny, I can't have it. Ben, you're going to have to go on Trey. 2 quick fouls. Now you got to go back to Danny on Trey. And here we go, and we're back down, 18 again?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, back down 18. Back down 18, made a little run at it. Back down 22. 22 again.
So
22.
close game.
Real close. So the adjustment worked for half a minute, and then you had to go back to Danny. And I don't know what you do this series if Ben gets in foul trouble versus Trey Young. I don't know what you do. The double doesn't work either. I mean, the double, they're not missing. They're not missing. You're giving guys a wide open looks. And I know the old adage, like, make somebody else beat you. But, man, I would rather just man up now.
They're beating us.
They're beating us. And our bench, we talked about that. I mean, it was a 7-minute run, a slop. They scored 5 points as an entire bench. And there was a point where they didn't score in a good 6 minutes, 7 minutes. It's atrocious. They're all minus 14s. 14s or 15s. Not that the starters are much better now. But, I mean, this is just a bad start to a series. When you get the news Joel's playing, you think, okay, here we go. And I did mention I thought this would be a tougher series than people thought it was because they got a guy who can go off for 50. And when you have that, it makes for a tough series. And they have shooters to go around them. But I do believe that. Oh, wow. There's another. Oh, my goodness gracious. There's another. I hope we make adjustments in the series. I want to believe we're the better basketball team. But this is not a good look to start this series. Now, should I change my whole opinion on it? No, I can't after one. I can't. I watched enough 7-game series through the history of my life that I can't sit here and say that this series is over or I'm gonna change my opinion on everything. This isn't a good start. This is horrendous. It's disgusting. Right? You're one of the best teams and not turn the basketball over, and your starters come out and give you 9 turnovers off the bat. Like, grow up. This is playoff basketball. You had your worst performance so far this season in this basketball.
Jesus.
This is a team that doesn't lose back-to-backs, didn't all year. So I got to expect this is still going the length I thought it was going, which is 6 or 7. I thought this was going to be tougher than people thought it was. With or without Joe, Greg, Sweep, that's where I thought it was going to be. I said this is 6 or 7. They got a guy who go for 50. They got shooters around them. I mean, they're feeling themselves, and obviously it carried over. So, like, again, if Ben gets in foul trouble every time he's matched up against Trey Young, I don't know what to tell people. This is definitely going 7. Definitely. But if you don't want to get stopped, and we pride ourselves as a handsy group, a handsy unit, we went out and got all this perimeter defense, we think, right? We have all these great perimeter defenders. Well, I mean, you got to play defense. You have to. And we know that's what playoff basketball is about, and that's what we were excited about, is knowing what kind of defensive capabilities we have.
It's 91 to go in the third. 74.
That gets you sent home real early. That's not a foul. Oh, my goodness gracious. So the poll, listen, I'm still going to agree they win this series. It's not a good start, though, what I thought was going to happen. But I've seen teams take game 1 and a team go take the rest of the series from them. It's happened. I mean, it's not over after 1. That's why you play. That's why it's 7. So what's your response going to be from getting your ass kicked? And I got to expect this team and the guys I know come out and win game 2, and we see where it goes. But I think it's going 7. I think it's a dogfight, and hopefully our defense plays better. They can't shoot like this all series, can they? Can they shoot literally 51% from 3? That's going to go on all series.
You're telling me Tyrese Maxey push Capella that much?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they can, guys. I guess they can shoot 50% from 3, but we're too good defensively for that, right? We're going to find out, but I still agree the Sixers will win this series against the Hawks with or without Joel. Agree or disagree, let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you guys get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Join the conversation tonight. Talk to us. Or today. We're so used to going on at night. Today, join the conversation with us, and we'll talk about everything. The big man, we'll have the doc on at 4 talking about him. He does look good. Defensively, he's getting mixed up in the pick and roll a lot, and that's hurt him. But offensively, I mean, he's still giving us, geez, my goodness, great. I mean, they don't miss. Are they going to miss this whole series? Are they not going to miss this whole series? Can we get a hand up? Oh, I still agree we win it. Let us know, fam.
If you're going to get Dort, you're going to get Dort. I mean, they got 16 threes, and the third quarter isn't over yet. So, chances are they're going to finish 20. I mean, 20 triples. You're not going to win games like that, So, if this was game 2 and you were down 0-2 at home, then things look a little bleaker, right? But actually, you see with the next series, the Clippers Mavs, even when that happens, it's you're still never out until obviously until the team gets to 4. All right, first team to 4, wins. All right, so. It is what it is. You chalk it up as, like I said, I wish we would have said, even though the big fella looks great and but when you get your dick kicked in, we kind of wish we sat him. You know what I mean? Right? Rest up, big fella. And then we would have had an excuse, and it would have been great Philadelphia radio. Negadelphia would have been like, well, we didn't have the big fella. You know what I mean? So, no excuses today. Tip your caps to Atlanta. I'm just getting home, so I'm not seeing much of it. But like I said, like Tom alluded to, 74 at the half. If you ain't going to stop anybody, obviously they can't fucking miss. All right. So, sometimes what do we talk about? Hey, good hitting beats good pitching. When we're talking about baseball, you tip your cap to somebody. So they shot the fucking lights out. So does it mean that we played horrible defense? I'm sure that contributed to it, but sometimes you get it. And when I'm not, I'm not even.
Yeah.
I haven't been. I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? But sometimes guys will make a tough shot with a hand in the face. You know what I mean? If we're dragging ass and we're not fighting through screens, and they're getting wide open looks, all right, then I got a fucking problem. All right, then either way, you got to fucking bootstrap it. You got to flush this motherfucker, and you got to bootstrap it for game 2, and you got to impose your will. All right, you got to get back in this. You know what I mean? But losing game 1's not the end of the world.
Well, they really got Joe mixed up in the pick and roll. That hurt. I wouldn't say it's like piss poor defense. They haven't missed. We've had hands in face. They haven't missed. They've had wide open looks. They don't miss. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's been a little bit too much of trying to get the ball out of Trey Young's hands, and they got too many shooters for that, in my opinion. Yeah. So, like, it's just, they have too many 3-ball guys that want the ball out of his hands, too. Like, I just got to man up and say, you know what? Go ahead and go for 60 then. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because, I mean, Joe's matching him. I mean, if you think about it, on one leg, the guy's matching him. I mean, I get it. Trey Young's got 29. Joe's got 25 or 26. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? It's not like he's not matching production there. So you got to then say, okay, I want hands in the face of everybody else out there, though. I can't give John Collins, 4 wide open 3 attempts. I just can't if he's going to make them. Once he starts making 1 or 2, hey, maybe we don't want to double now. I get the urge to double, but you got to pride yourself in having enough perimeter defenders to not double. So we're going to get to all the comments in a minute. Greg, well, Sweeps, while you're saying that, do you agree or disagree, though?
The win the series?
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, and like I said, it's an easy way. After this performance, and coming in late to the party, it would have been an easy disagree, because I know a lot of people like to be right on air. I can give 2 shits. I'm a dinosaur. But no, I mean, all joking aside, like I said, it's a clunker. They finished the Wizards off and had a bunch of days off, and I understand that it's good for rest and all that bullshit, but I'm not a big fan of rest. You know what I mean? Like, that's the soft, that's the 2021 NBA. You know what I mean? Where they need all this time. Give me a day or 2, and I'm ready to get back at it. You know what I mean? But I understand with TV and all that other bullshit, and obviously waiting for your opponent. The Knicks didn't do us any favors, all right, by forcing a lengthy series with the Hawks. You know what I mean? They showed true Knick fashion. Appreciate you, turnpike losers. It is what it is. Sometimes you got to knock the rust off, and not only do you got to knock the rust off, and listen. It's good to get punched in the face, right? So look in the fucking mirror. You're the 1 seed, right? The fucking big bad Wolves. You know what I mean? Like, I know people are picking the Nets. I'm just saying, you're the 1 seed, and sometimes you feel yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know if any you 2 guys alluded to that before I popped on, but sometimes you walk around, you're a little froggy. You're feeling yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they thought that they accomplished something by beating the Wizards. You did what you were supposed to do, and Lottie fucking died. You know what I mean? So now it's time. I expected us to win this, even if the big fella didn't play. You know what I mean? I looked at it like it might have went 7, like Tommy was saying, if he didn't play, and it would have been obviously more of a dogfight. But I still thought we could have we should have found a way to get to the finish line if he was out, and to get us to that Eastern Conference Finals. But that's.
What is the call? Sorry, please, Greg. What is the call there? That is great defense from Matisse Thybulle. That is great defense. You're going to bail him out all series. I can't help anybody then. If we're bailing out this guy all freaking.
This is the NBA. This is the NBA.
Bail out bullshit. Bail out. I'm not one to sit here and bitch and moan all the time about the refs and umps, etc. But this is horse shit. That's great defense. I get you if there's a call. I get you. It's great defense.
Yeah, just because there's body to body contact doesn't mean it's an actual foul.
No, and it's the playoffs. Like, you're supposed to, not to sound like Jim Mora, but I mean, like, it's the fucking playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, wise up, refs. I understand the NBA has changed, and I'm not asking for, late 80s, early 90s. I know I am, but people I say that people are like, you fucking boomer. You're fucking boomer. It's a cute response. Shut up. All right. There's no fucking toughness anymore. All right. But let's just say that I'll go in between and say, listen, I don't have to go back to that, which I'd love to. All right. But let's be smart about it. It's playoff time. Just fucking swallow it. And let's bring some physicality back here to playoff time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greg, what do you think about the poll?
To the poll, I agree. I mean, outside of this game today, we are the better team. There's no question about it. We have the more talent, and we are the better team. I thought even without Joe, it might go 6 games. I still didn't think it would go 7, just because I still think we're the better talented team. And the combination of Simmons and Tobias, and then the vets that we brought in, these playoff savvy vets of Danny Green and Dwight Howard and Seth Curry, right? Would help us carry, without Joel. Sweeps, it's funny you brought up that exact thing of sitting Joel after knowing, because it would at least we would have had an excuse, because I said that before the show when we were just chatting back, because you're absolutely right. After seeing this clunker, you wish you had an excuse sitting right there, right? Just the way it is right now. But no, I still think we're the better team. They're playing very well offensively. We're not playing great defensively. We're not playing bad, but we're not playing great. And it's all just coming to a head in game 1, and that's fine. We'll take games 2 through 5 and still call it a day.
So that stands. That foul.
I was just gonna say, if you take that you take that soft bitchy ass foul away, and maybe you get a couple stops here in the next 2 minutes, and you get it to fucking 10, and you feel like, hey, I gotta, we got a shot in the 4th.
Yeah.
To steal a game that we have no business being in. You know what I mean? And all right, but these automatic free throws at a fucking Baldy, at a fucking 21-year-old Baldy here is gonna put it back up to 17.
Yeah, and you know what? And again, they challenged that, and we lost it, and it's not a foul. It's just not.
No.
He came into his space, 101. He can't come into his space and create the body contact, right? The body contact. Yeah, if he's in your space and you create the contact, fine. But he went into his space to create the contact. That's what I got. That's what I got no time for. But it is what it is, and let's see this. What Sleeps was saying. Can minute 40 left? Can we? Oh, that's not the goaltending? That's not goaltending?
That's not a foul, though? He just got – Jesus, I can't – I hate the NBA. I hate the NBA. I hate the NBA.
Dan Shyrock.
Maxey got bumped more than Trey Young did.
Yeah, Dan Shyrock, one of our members, and you can get that membership. Oh, my God, Tobias. And you can get that membership. Check on in. You get tons of stuff with the membership. I'll flash on the screen everything you get. Wow. Funny. I'll flash it on the screen everything you get in that $9.99 membership. You still get all the content. Obviously, now we're not changing anything up. We're just adding more and more for the people. So come on in. Hop on the $9.99 membership a month. And no call there either. So this is fun. Molly, we appreciate you. Another one of our A2D members.
Thank you, boys.
Yep.
Yeah, ABC.
Trash. But this is how it's been. This is like Greg said, it was like this in the first round. Other guys said it. If you watch a lot of NBA games, I do in the playoffs, it's like this all over. It's just bad calls. It's inconsistent. You know what I mean? And then you call ticky-tack. You'll let certain things go and then ticky-tack. But Sweeps is right, too. That Trey Young foul changes the whole thing. Because you're 15. Can you get another? Can you get a stop? Right? You got to stop right there. Chance to cut at the 12, maybe 14, going into the 4th. Then you're feeling like you got an opportunity to at least fight. Like we said, show the rest of the series. This tells me about the rest of the series. The rest of the 4th quarter here, coming into the 4th, tells me the rest of this series. Do you want to get this? You want to get this under double digits? If you lose, you lose it.
Yeah.
You lose. But get it under double digits and say, you shot the lights out.
I was just going to say.
And we still played you under double digits.
He took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, you get it to 8, and then they start looking in the rearview mirror, and palms start to get a little buttholes get tight, and palms get sweaty, because you made 20 something, you made 23s.
Knees weak, mom
and
spaghetti.
You know what I mean? Like, and all of a sudden, we got a shot, the steal one.
Because the one thing, you're absolutely right, both of you. And one thing we do know about, obviously, the NBA is runs are going to happen. So we know this game in the fourth quarter is going to tighten up. It's just a matter of how tight do we get it? Do we get it to the point where we legit have a shot, or do we just get it to the point where we're under double digits?
Yeah, I mean, you got it at 16. So, I mean, you were at 19 at the half?
Yeah.
You cut it a little bit, so you played a better third quarter than them. And can you cut it? Can you make a big cut? Now, can you really dent? Can you dent now? Can you get it? Can you cut 8.5? Because if you cut 8.5 early, you go 8. Listen, that's why NBA is crazy. You go on an 8-0 run. Now you're in a basketball game. So they went on a big one for 7 fucking minutes. We didn't make a shot. 7 minutes.
They won a 17-0 run.
As soon as I got home, literally couldn't wait to turn the game.
Go back.
Couldn't wait to turn the game on. I mean, they were already down 12 when I got home, so it wasn't like this was a close game, right? Like, as soon as I put it on there, down 12, and then just couldn't get it stopped, couldn't get a basket. And I said, is this real life?
Yeah, early on, it was they were trading buckets, but they were trading threes. We were getting twos.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know what we doing this fourth quarter besides getting a stop. Or 10.
Yeah, well, you give it 3 minutes. You give it 3 minutes to see if you can get it to 10, and then it's fucking sit time. All right, have a seat, Joe. Rest up, lick your wounds, and get ready for game 2.
Yeah, and then they got the bench in there now, or at least they ended the quarter. Yeah. That was an interesting 5 there before that last timeout. They had Maxey, Thibault, and Cork with Joel and Tobias. So that was an interesting. And then right before the last possession, then they went all bench.
Well, I think you're going to see it, John. I mean, he says, I want Thibault or Ben out there to start the fourth. I mean, the way Thibault played Trey there at the end, he's another guy who looks like he speed-wise can at least keep up with him. And I don't even mind Maxey running at him a little bit either. I'm not going to go too long with that, but he's fast enough to keep up with him. So, but if you look at it, right, 42-27 in the first. I mean, that's the game right there. Yep. Over. Because, they outscore you 32-27 in the second, but then you outscore 29-25.
That's 5 points.
Yeah, but 29-25 after 3 us. So you're talking about a 1-point game if you just, maybe a 5-point game if you don't let them drop 42 on your ass.
Yeah, he hit the sleep. Nobody hit the alarm clock. Nobody hit the fucking alarm clock in the first quarter.
Nobody. So we'll see. Some more in the comments. Well, Jay, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he needs to start over Green going forward. I just don't think you start Danny Green on Trey Young. You start Ben there and hope he doesn't get in foul trouble like he did in the second half, because he started on him in the second half and we made a little baby run. And then he got 2 quick personals and then they went back to Danny before they finally, when Danny came out, they finally went to Matisse.
Yeah, so, I mean, Matisse isn't starting right now. As long as Joel's playing. If Joel's not playing and you need that extra, you obviously need that guy to fill out their starters, then yes, it might be Matisse. But Matisse is not starting over Danny Green. All that being said, he should not have started guarding Trey Young from Jump Street. That was an error just coming into the game.
Well, we've talked about that before, man. You gotta use your personnel to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? I know it's easier to fucking to talk about it. At home watching TV. I get it. You know what I mean? So, but we've been saying that for months. You know what I mean? Like you got to take people's egos out, and you got and you gotta understand, and you gotta talk with guys, and you gotta say, listen, it doesn't matter. Are you finishing games, or to me, starting, anytime there's a sport with minutes and substitutions, it shouldn't matter. It only matters if you're a fucking egomaniac and you want to hear your name, and you want to come out to fucking music, right? If not, as long as I get more minutes and I'm getting quality minutes and I'm playing in crunch time, I'm okay with that. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, starter, sub, that don't mean shit. Like, what kind of production you give me, what quality minutes are you giving me? And I kind of agree with that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't know if he's going to shut him down, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
defensive player of the year.
You got to do something to make him uncomfortable.
Might be defensive player of the year. Can I? Come on, Dwight. God fucking damn it, Dwight. Fucking damn it. Fucking unbelievable with you now, too. You're freaking fired up over. I think a Fisher Price net. I think a Fisher Price net at that point. Can you put it in? You're a Fisher Price.
This is an interesting 5.
Oh my God, he made that. Jeez, my Domskis. All right, well, I know I'm so fired up, and we're down 19. We're down 16. I need that. I need that bucket to make it 14. Come on. They just haven't missed, guys. So I mean, really.
Wow, yeah.
Greg, we said when we came out of half, can you keep them to 110? You got a shot, right? We thought
Well,
like, if
we
you keep
need 8 points. That's it.
Yeah,
Lock up.
That's over.
Good at bat. Sorry, Bomber with an epic at bat. 3-3.
3-3.
Yeah. He just walked with the base loaded, but he fouled off a ton of pitches. Good job, Bomber.
Yeah, I don't know what Dwight brings, guys. Yeah, I see some people out there trashing Dwight. I mean, I'm fine with Dwight. I mean, I can't miss that.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and get fired up on missing a bunny, absolutely. But don't sit and we can't sit there and say Dwight Howard hasn't been impactful in this season and doesn't help us.
Yeah. I mean, Lakers showed you he helped them a little bit too.
Yeah.
You're not Trey Young, dude. You're just not Trey Young, Tyrese.
So who did he cover? Bogdanovich?
Ben was on Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich, huh?
And even Bogdanovich got some open looks because I think Ben was I think they had him on Bogdanovich for his length, but then it was the ability to allow him to help. Because then there was a couple of times where Bogdanovich was getting open looks, but it wasn't because Ben lost him. It was just Ben was helping. And that's who he had started on and played the whole first kind of half on.
Yeah, and he's 4 for 7 from 3 too. I mean, he's shooting 57% from 3 as well. So I mean, there ain't a guy in there starting.
No, there, yeah.
I mean, Solomon Hill is the worst. I mean, everybody else.
How is Ben not checking Trey Young? I don't.
Maybe because
that was from Jump Street though, Nikki.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
What happened in the second half? That's the only thing I can think of because he came out. Come on, make the freaking foul shots. He came out in the second half and he beat him up, and then he got 2 quick personals. So like that's the only reason I can think of on the why he didn't check him from Jump Street. That's like the only reason to keep him out of foul trouble. That's the only thing because they know Trey's going to draw a lot of fucking fouls because the NBA is going to give him a lot. That's the only thing I can think of. The only thing we're missing back-to-back free throws. Everybody, is this real life? Is this real life?
You're talking about adjustments. I hear you. That's hypothetical, not from you. You're just, giving a good explanation, and I'd like to hear that, from Doc if that was the case. And I would, semi accept that because at least he gave me an educated fucking response, right? But my retort would be, how about when we get to that point, then we figure it the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he gets fouled quickly, and then we'll switch. Then we'll switch. You know what I mean? Why does it always have to be like? And he didn't even say that. That's just you giving us, some insight and some possibilities, And like I said, I can understand that. I can, what I mean? But I still don't like it. You know what I mean? Let's wait for something to happen. That's always expecting the worst, right? And that's, whether it's typical Philadelphia or just anybody, in general in sports. Like we, why do we expect the worst? You're like, oh, well, maybe we won't hit tomorrow. No, fuck that. We're going to hit tomorrow. We're going to make free throws. We're going to play well, whatever.
Yeah, it's like every time we make a little run at it, it's it's hard when you get down 24. You know what I mean?
That's not offensive foul.
Yeah,
If that was Dwight, he'd have been teed up.
Threw Matisse across the freaking floor.
I know. If that was Dwight, he'd have been teed up
across the floor and got an N1 on it. And it's like, listen, we're definitely playing better basketball here in the second half. So I can hang my hat on that for the rest of this series and believe that I can win this in 6 or 7. I never want to be a guy who puts too much. Listen, from a guy who dealt with 2001, I never want to be a guy that puts too much stock in one game of the series, especially the first one. Right, guys. You know what I mean? Like I dealt with
It's over. I was running around the neighborhood streaking. I couldn't wait to talk shit.
I was practicing my step over, like
fucking every Laker fan. I couldn't wait to fucking. Oh man, I was looking in the mirror. I was flexing, and then the Lakers pulled the fucking Drago. Yeah. 4 straight. They killed him.
Amazing, right? Amazing.
Drago killed the man.
George Hill stinks. Just to confirm that.
Surprisingly,
we
they do have more fouls than us, but I mean, this is 36 total fouls in the game. You know what I mean? Like, once again, nobody's here to see you guys. All right. And newsflash. All right. Fucking check your email. All right. And I'll leave you a fucking post-it right on your fucking dressing room door. Nobody's here to see you, fellas. Okay. Let them play.
Well, how about this, guys? Right? How about this? So, 2 things to look at the rest of this series that are concerning to me. One is turnovers. 17. Did he walk?
I'm sure they missed it.
it's Shake. Of course he has a turnover.
Yeah, we turned it over. Is the 17 turnovers or 18 now?
That might be number 1, Tom.
Well, there's 2. There's 2. And you're going to tell me because they're both extremely important. The other one, which has been concerning all goddamn year, is the freest thing in sports. Freest thing. Like there's nothing freer. Like when you got to go on you get a penalty shot. The goalie's there. He's there. There's nothing freer than literally
Gallinari's dunking. I mean, sorry, but I mean,
doing a buck.
Gallinari's dunking. Jesus.
And we're shooting 65% from the foul line today.
I mean, just having fun at our expense. Gallinari hasn't dunked since fucking middle school. Fucking kidding me. Holy fucking tits.
John, I don't know what he's doing, John. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. But 65% from the foul line is freaking atrocious. Okay? And I'm not saying that's the game. It's not because you're talking about 26 attempts. You know what I mean? But then you add in the 18 turnovers. You're not beating nobody with 18 turnovers in the postseason. You're not beating anybody like that. There ain't nobody out there that you're beating when you turn the ball over 18 times.
No one.
No, not a single team at 1 through 8 are you beating turn the basketball over at that kind of rate. And especially like you did in the first quarter. I mean, they had 9 in the first quarter, I feel like.
And I don't know, Nick, Sweeps, you probably didn't see it. And Tom, if when you turned it on, if it was 12 already, you probably didn't see it. But they had Doc mic'd up in one of the first huddles. And he said that. He goes, guys, we're not playing any defense, and we're turning the ball over. He's like, if we get a couple stops, we might have 42 points as well. And everyone's trying too hard. And it's very evident. It's about time, Ryan. It's about time.
Yeah. A while.
But yes, the turnovers to me are the biggest one. Not to discredit the free throws, Tom, but the turnovers, because of how they've happened, especially today, the live ball turnovers, they're just giving them equal easy points. Those are the ones that are killers.
Yeah, I mean, and we always talk about players play, you know what I mean? But, listen, playoff Doc. Playoff Doc better wise the fuck up, too. I understand it's one game. It's one game, right? But it was 16. After the third, at the end of the third, I know you said it was an interesting fucking lineup. That's all cute and dandy, right? Start the fourth with our 5 guys, and I told you, give it 3 minutes. I'm not saying I got a magic ball, not that I fucking invented the game. Give it 3.5 minutes, and then you fucking can rest guys, right? You see if you can get it 16-8, right? From 16-8, and all of a sudden, hey, now we got a fucking ball game,
and now you force Atlanta to even match.
Yeah, we call it. Yeah.
Right. So does Atlanta follow up with their starters to go against us to start the fourth, or do we get the cherry pick against their second unit, make a run, and then our guys are in the flow when Atlanta starters come back?
Yep. And Sweeps loves this word. I love this word, and who doesn't? We don't like we like to be a little bit more than this word, but missionary. I mean, it's missionary. When you just say, well, this is how we have it broken up. Like, I can go in every game and write what I think I want to do. What I think I want to do, and every game you walk into changes. There isn't a game usually that you coach that goes the way exactly how you want it to go. So it's a freaking feel for life, the game, and nobody's perfect. I get it. I love that. Okay? But come on. I mean, the fact that you just kept, like we talked about, you kept running Danny Green at him. Like, dude, he's going off. Just throw a different hand around him. Throw somebody different at him. Just for 5 seconds to see how it feels, see how you like it.
Just
okay, and everybody's right. I mean, this is our biggest concern with Doc was postseason Doc. Biggest concern with us is postseason us. So who are we going to get game 2? And that's going to be a big. Obviously, you can't lose that game. You know what I mean?
Now with a straight face, down 19. Joe's in for no fucking reason, right? I'm sure he's going to hit the floor two more times before this game ends. Right?
Interesting 5 too.
In 8 minutes, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take a shot at. We're gonna make a fucking. We're gonna take a shot at this 17 with 8 minutes to go.
Very interesting 5 on the floor.
No reason the dude should
Matisse, Cork, Ben,
cricket talk. I'm imagining.
No fucking fly. I you know what I mean.
Come on, Cork.
Cork, you make it 3.
Let's go.
What do you think, Greg? It was either that, or Chick-fil-A opened up on Sundays. with that reaction from Greg, I knew it was one or the other.
Well, let me do this for the people.
It's 14. It's 14.
Everybody out there that thinks we still win this series, do us all a favor over on A2D. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and if you want more, because you can get more, and we got plenty more, and it's membership talk. Ask Johnny about it. Right, we're giving away picks every weekend from Money Pot. All right, appearances on shows, members only live stream, shout outs, obviously, and discounted A2D merch. So you get a discount, 20% off of everything on Philly Drinkers site as well. So the whole site's 20% off. So you get that, and there's more coming. There's more discounts coming. More coming for you. More.
Giddy up.
More.
Tell him, Johnny.
Joel said it. I mean, he said Joel. I told you. Guy, that's why the guy's the greatest. You know what I mean? He just right from the freaking
in the middle of a timeout, not paying attention to Doc, because who has his first game anyway?
I mean, I would not doubt that he would play with a cell phone in his fucking pocket. That's great.
What do we talk about? 8 minutes left. You're down 14. It's an hour and ever. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't expect to win this game. So, I mean, if you got me close and giving me an opportunity, a couple possession basketball game, I mean, I'll sign me up. Sign me up, because then that momentum should carry over for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
It should. Doesn't mean it will.
Keyword should.
No, listen. We're not disagreeing with you. I mean, I was really like, speak for those two, but I mean, we were talking about starting the fourth with our dudes. I mean, take a shot, we were down 16, but listen, there is 8 minutes left, so stranger things happen.
Too. I got a little something else for all the people. You get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Listen, got mine in. Lawnmower 4.0. Let me tell you something. I mean, you use a regular one. I mean, it's cut up city. Smooth, easy. Walked around. Felt good about it. Felt good about myself. Right? Tons of stuff. Go check them out. Manscaped.com, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Check them out, fam.
Yep.
Manscaped is delicious.
Great. You got something in here too. Something came for you. I don't open your stuff, but I felt like it said from Manscaped. So
yeah, it's replacement blades.
Look at you. Look at the guy. Replacement blading. Replacement. Yeah. Well, you need the blades replaced. You know what to do. Promo code A2D.
What's that comment? Like Sixers?
Which one?
Right there.
Where are y'all hiding? We need to do better. We ain't hiding. The Sixers might have been hiding for a while, for sure. Did they wake up overconfident Joel was playing? I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't. The playoffs. You're overconfident of in the second round, a round you've never gotten out of. So, you know what I mean? You would assume no matter who you're playing, they're going to give you a dogfight. Another open three and a miss. Wow, Ben's walking with the basketball. Gee, oh my goodness.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Oh, he had him. Yeah, what did that
wow, he missed that too. Oh my dome. Oh, well, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I need that bunny too. Speaking of bunnies.
Yeah.
Good. You know that's good on the other end. And it's coming back good. Coming back good. That's how it goes. Coming back good.
That would have been
you know, bunnies come back good.
12 with a chance to stop.
You miss layups, they get buckets.
Yeah, playing catch-ups.
Gorky. Yeah, when you're down 24.
That's why it amazes me. Like the NBA.
And one. Give my son the foul call.
Wow, another open three. Oh, got a piece? He got a piece of that? Matisse got a piece of that? That's tremendous. That is tremendous defense. He got a piece of that. Relax, Peter. Tee him up. Tee somebody up in this bitch. Tee up. All up in your face. All up in your grill.
Oh, Carrot Top, relax.
He pushed him out of the way. That's how you know, like, the refs are terrible, is they're pushing both teams out of the way.
Oh, my God. Your son. Hey, who wants to get Pompty now? We talk about get it under.
12. Let's go. It was a pass to himself. He knew what he was doing the whole time.
Taking the European runners.
Close that out. Fuck. This is unbelievable. Why are we doubling everybody? They obviously can shoot. Oh, my dome. Oh, my God. You're an issue. Go freaking do your hair again, you clown. Look at your hair. You want to be on TV. You're begging for it. You got hair and makeup done before you ref. Hair and makeup done. But, yeah, we're giving up way too many open looks. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like we're doubling on, like, so many things, and it's hurting us.
Well, I mean, they're like, their ball movement is fantastic. I mean, I agree with you. Like, you know, the X's and O's, you know, got to be cleaned up there as well. But, you know, the ball movement right there is fantastic. And that's when you're feeling yourself, that's what good offensive teams do. You know what I mean? They'll move that ball around. It doesn't it's like a hot potato. One guy doesn't have it that long, and then, you know, you're going to make guys, you know, really, play defense and move their feet. Look at this move.
Can we get Joe out of the game now, please?
Yeah, that's enough.
I've seen enough. The guy still gets it, bro. He's a pretty good player. I mean, I think he's hurt us a little bit defensively since we're doubling everybody. I don't think you can do that with like him, like, you know what I mean? And he's got to get out the perimeter. Like, that's just too much.
We're doubling Trey, that's for sure. Everybody else is just getting beat man up, and then everyone's got to rotate to help. You know, Trey, yes, we definitely have doubled. Joe, you can't leave him there, Joe. You just can't leave him.
Nope.
Well, I feel like I'm playing Michael Jordan. Like, why? Like, who? Like, I don't know. I mean, I respect Trey Young. tremendous player, right? But like he's constant double worthy, like constant.
No, I agree.
No, that's what I said. You got the a guy that's top 3 defensive player of the year, or whatever, whoever's going to win it. I don't know. Maybe he's going to win it. That's your guy that takes him out of the game. You know what I mean? As you alluded to earlier.
Yep.
Right? But, if you didn't want to do that and you want to give up 60, then you got to fucking stop the other tomato cans. Right.
Yep.
But from Jump Street, that he's on him. I don't give a shit about anybody else. I don't care about foul trouble. Let's go. Right. If you're not going to fucking score 25 and that's not your game, that's not your game. And we've been defending you, as much as we can, what I mean? Like, you're not an offensive guy. You're a facilitator. You're a transition guy, but your number one thing in your Wikipedia is, you're a defensive stopper. Right. Well, that's the fucking matchup. There's your challenge.
Yep.
Oh my God! Like,
common sense. If you're defensive player of the year,
that's it. You've drawn that straw. Okay, I don't give a shit about anybody else. In this series, you drew that straw. All right, and in the next series, you draw that straw. That's what you do. Yep. There's no around it. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's times when it doesn't have to be 48 minutes on them. You know what I mean? There's gonna be times when you're catching a break or the flow of the game, and there might, you do something else defensively, but he's got to be in his grill, right? That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't get paid the big bucks, but I mean, to me, that's fucking silly.
No, and you're absolutely right. Right. To come out with Danny against Trey.
There you go. There it worked. Right.
From Jump Street is playing scared. You're playing not to lose. I don't
like it. Listen, I don't like it. But he's always been a great perimeter defender. So I don't like. I get it. I understand it. But once it starts going south, then you got to make the change. Yeah. That's all. You can't wait to the second half.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
agreed.
No, I understand, and I'm not saying you're wrong about Danny Green, but then are you? And Bogdanovich is a good player, but are you worried about Bogdanovich? I mean, I'm not. He's a good secondary player. You know what I mean? Like, Trey Young's a guy that can go 40. I mean, drop 50 on your head, and then he fucking is. That's the guy. That's the elephant in the room. I mean, no, we didn't expect him to shoot like that. Absolutely, all right, but
I don't think they will. I don't think they. I don't think they do.
No, they're not going to keep it up. But I mean, that's it just. I don't know if he's not on him the rest of the series in his fucking gym shorts the rest of the series. All right, I'll be all over fucking Doc, all over. All right? I don't want to hear any fucking excuses. I don't care about anybody else. I don't care about like I said, Bogdanovich, good player. No reason that fucking Danny Green, or if Danny Green can't do it, then put Thibault on. All right, but Ben's our fucking best defender. You play Trey Young. That's it, buddy. There you go. That's it. You healthy. You in good. You in good shape. Run around and chase him the whole time and make it uncomfortable. You're 6'10", right? You're an athletic 6'10", and you know what I mean. And you can't shoot over you. Right. So I understand, you got to match his quickness. I get it. You know what I mean? But don't let him catch the ball. Run around with him. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, like I don't.
You're said and done. But I mean, like
if he goes off for 40, let him go off for 40 because I got a guy on my end now who can go off for 42. So then who else? Then it becomes getting stops on other guys, right? And it really becomes not doubling them every time like they've been doing. Like if one guy can't cover them, if it's not Ben, then let him go to work. Let him eat. You know what I mean? You probably just don't have enough perimeter defenders.
Yeah.
I can't let other guys start stroking and it become one of them days where he's still getting his and we're doubling. Oh my God, I think he just broke his ankles. All right. Got a chance to cut it to 10.
Toby, don't fumble it.
That's the worst shot of all time.
Green like Danny.
Yeah. Joe's still grimacing down 12.
Yeah. I mean, if you maybe.
Why is he in?
No, I don't think he grimaced from pain. I think he grimaced from being pissed off that they called a foul on that. There was no foul.
No,
might have been out of bounds, but
See how he's.
I agree with everybody. I mean, I would have put Ben on him too. I mean, I don't run. I'm not running from that ever. I just playing some devil's advocate conversation a little bit. You know what I mean? And we can't get a rebound. That's not a foul. Wow. Well, good effort in second half. I mean, I'll definitely give us that. You know, we fought, which is, you know, tells me a lot about the rest of how the series is going to go. Like we expected, a dogfight. But the way we played in the second half, you know, it shows us that we're the better team. We're the better team, and they still got open looks, etc. But we should be the better team if this guy's okay.
I mean, Tommy, I know we're still, you know, 2.5 minutes left, right? But
yeah, that's not good.
I mean, like I said, I understand, like, you know, regular season is the regular season, but you know, I hope so. I hope we're better. Like, you know, as long as we have everybody, you know.
Sweeps, he came down really bad on that.
Yeah, I know he did. I mean, I know what Greg was saying when I saw the light come up. He shouldn't have been in.
He came up hard on that too.
Yeah.
Go, Benny. Oh, need this, Danny. Another miss. Fucking Danny. Needed that, Dan. It's 7.
Wow, wide open.
Oh. Would have been 7 right now. You got
0 for 4.
Kyrie, 7. Come on, baby. Come on, little fight, boys. Little palms.
Oh,
Come on.
Step back, Jimmy Jack.
Come on.
Step. Oh, this guy's fired up.
We had nothing to get fired up about this whole game. I'm glad we got something.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room, though? Torrey's at the game. No wonder why they're getting bounced.
Step back, Jimmy Jack.
But Danny makes that other one. It's 4, right? Danny makes the wide open one in transition. They're a great steal. Come on, baby. That's the one you need.
That's that, and that's that dagger, right? That's that dagger in the playoffs. You turn the ball over, bang, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, usually that's what it is. That's what they did to us all in the first half.
Yep.
Right? We turned it over, boom, 3 in your face. We turned it over, 3 wide open. Boom, we turned it over again. Easy bucket, driving the lane. But I mean, like I said, our starters, scoring wise, is fine. It was the turnovers, especially early on.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, Danny 0 for 4 can't have it. Can't have you 0 for 4, but
not when you're getting torched on the other end as well.
Yeah, it's easy to find one. Maybe. Well, I mean, I could deal with a 1 for 4 and that one being right there.
If you're holding Trey to like 30, like 25, 30, and you're 0 for 4, all right, you did a job, right? He's going off for 60, and you're 0 for 4. I need 1, Dan.
Yeah, you're right. Just need 1, but I don't think Danny's gonna be bad all series. I know people are, shit on Danny. Danny's been a big part of our success too. Yeah, Mr. Wing, I agree with you. I feel better after the second half. I wanted to see a fight. Like, you can't lose a game by 24, and show no fight for a comeback. Oh, that's backcourt? No.
Backy court. Oh, that was
we are palmsy right now, boys.
How about a
first 9 minutes?
How about a second call? Damn.
Would have loved this energy to start the game.
Triple H is still at the game. I'm impressed.
Oh shit! Right there, DX. Right there.
Oh, dude, he rang the bell, bro.
That's amazing.
He came out with Joel with his sledgehammer.
I just saw the fluorescent X right there. That's
him.
Pound the like. Hold on, got pound the like. You think we can win this game? Pound the like. Pound the like. Hit the subscribe. Come on, fam. We got like 60 plus people watching.
Mess with this algorithm. Mess with the algorithm.
Fuck with that algorithm. Let's go. Get everybody in here. Everybody in here to talk Sixers. Come on. Pound the like right now. Tell your friends. Get them in here.
Tell your friends.
That is backcourt. That was backcourt.
Yep.
Oh, my God. You missed that?
And an 8-second call.
Missed that? His whole foot was over. Oh, my God. They miss that, but they get every ticky-tack. If you think the refs are brutal, pound the like. Let's go, people. Keep hitting it. I see you. He's hitting it. Come on, get us to 50. We win this. Get us to 50. We win it. Come on. Come on, right now. Hit the like.
Imagine when we do win this. What does Atlanta do?
Oh, my God. Then it's a wrap for them. Then it's like 4. You're done. You know what I mean? Because it's just, you can't. Like, well, they're not going to lose this game. They just haven't missed. I can't see them starting to miss now.
I'm trying to talk it into existence.
I hear you. Look at the ball movement. Good. Nope. Miss. Wow. We got another one. Tobias, you're wide open. JoJo. Gonna have the doc on at 4 talking about the leg. Oh, we got them. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Hit the like. We can win this game. Oh, he stepped over. Let's go.
I'm behind you.
Come on. I'm never ahead anymore because usually Ralphie's on and he's always
Let's
ahead.
go.
Let's go. Hit the like, family. Hit the like button. We told you. Keep hitting it. You get to 50, we win this game in Atlanta. Typical Atlanta fashion. Blowing leads. Come on. Now we need a big bucket again.
Did he step over? I mean, come on. Plenty of time. Plenty of fucking time.
No call and one. And no call. 3-point game.
This guy's way ahead of me. I mean, I'm
I know. I got it. That's right. Pops. Let's go. Keep hitting the like. Pomsy. He's over. Good day. Close out. Oh, my God. They don't miss. It's unbelievable how they don't miss.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Did Bogdan just give us the little shh?
Now they're
Still
doing
only a 6-point game. Come on.
Now here we go. Hack and Ben shooting a whopping 16% from the line, going to the line right now.
Trey, can you even touch net, Trey? Did you even get to the net, bud?
Right. You got a great clip. If you just go back a few minutes when we made a run. All right. You got a great couple-minute clip there. A lot of excitement. It ended very quickly on the 3 here. And Ben going to the line. Never thought it would end on somebody going to the line. You know what I mean? Like, there it goes. Wow, I made one. Might be up to 28% now. Oh, he gives somebody a finger? Oh, he's quiet. A little quiet the crowd. I hate this Atlanta team already. Just stepped in the building. Hate them. Bogdanovich can shoot it too, though, boys. You know what I mean?
I think he's 40% on the year.
That's 40% on the year? Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Not a lot of misses in there. Wow. He's on the fucking floor.
No call.
And one. No, not in one.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
5-second difference. Of course, and that's Joe on the ground. Oh, my God.
Guy's freaking laying out, making a play.
I mean, he's trying everything. Jeez. Had to be him.
Right. Nobody else would know. You know what I mean? Nobody else.
Yeah.
Either way, this fight's got to translate for the rest of the series. I just got to believe it. We're the better team, and I think it showed in the second half. And it really in crunch time a little bit. That's not a foul, though. Capella's raping him. We got a rape live on air. We literally watched a rape. And granted, we got the bucket here. And that's not a foul with Tobias? Like, that's not a call? Let's rewatch that one again, boys. It's coming up. It's a joke.
He bodied the shit out.
Yeah, it's clear path, Ralph. Shut the fuck up, okay? I mean, it's time for you to go away. You're on a golf course. Suns took you out. The king quit on you. Go away. I love you, though.
No, not right now.
I think that's my boy Joe Moffitt over there. Joey, what's up, brother? We're going to be fine. I think so. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, they're going to call clear path here, Joseph. And for all the family just joining us, as you can see, Dan's an HED member, $9.99 a month. We literally watched the rape. That's what we watched. That's what we just watched. I'm
Snuff film.
an A2D member real easily. And $9.99 a month. Peep out what you get, fam. Tons of stuff. Appearances on shows, members only live stream, shout outs, weekly sports picks, and 20% off.
I think he's on the side of them. I mean, they'll definitely call it against us because they're fucking horseshit. But
Yep, they did. They
Yeah,
did.
they already did.
I was gonna say I'm behind you, but I thought he was on the side of them.
No, they already did. You know us so well, sweet. You know what I mean? You've been here long. You know how this goes.
Yeah. New NBA, apparently clear path foul is, I don't know, a bad thing. I don't know.
If you still got the Sixers winning this series, hit the like button over on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you're watching, and make sure you subscribe. Is that really clear path, though? Like he's back.
I thought he's on the side. I thought he's on the side of him. And his arm grabs the side of him. You know?
Well, you got to foul him? Yeah. Okay, we're just going to let him. Wow. Okay.
And you reward
They didn't
that.
foul?
And you reward that. Oh, my God. That was monster.
That wasn't a foul on Trey first?
I thought there was 4 of them. There's a foul right there. Oh, my God.
I mean, fuck this fucking bald guy. Fuck this bald guy, dude. Let's fucking go. Play fucking game 2 tomorrow. Right outside on fucking. I don't
And
even,
what was the foul on Joel? What? John Collins went on his back?
Yeah, well, listen. You know what? You know what else? I'll play this game tonight. Can we replay? Can we play game 2 right now? Let's just go in. We'll rest an hour. We'll be right back out.
Just play more. Fucking back to back. Give me a fucking back to back. Fuck Trey Young. That never shuts the fuck up.
I still think we're all right moving forward. It's not a good. We caught it. We got it down. We made a little fight out of it. We still can't get stops. They still haven't missed. I mean, they're going to end up shooting 42% from 3. That's a great night. 94% from the line. They didn't miss at the line. You know what I mean? There you go. There you go.
There's your recipe for an upset win, right?
Yeah, 20 triples, 43%. 20 triples. That's what I said. They're gonna end with fucking 20 triples.
That's how you draw up a game 1 upset.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
win when a team makes 20 threes and you make 10. Like, it's hard to win that.
Yep.
Outshot you from 3. They took care of the basketball. They outshot you from 3, and they made their free throws. That's all in the winning cauldron, and we did neither one of them. We didn't do any of them. They beat us in all 3 of those facets.
Yeah, John, it's not an ideal thing to lose home court, but you can get it right back. You win game 2 and 3. So, I mean, you can take that home court right back by winning a game in their place. So, granted, you got to go for game 2 first, but and they're found him on purpose. So we're doing this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you got to do. Like you said, that was well put. I mean, you gotta win. You gotta win 1 or 2 on the road.
All right.
Like we do that. Like I'm saying, like, you know, I mean, like, you know, home court, you know, I know what John's saying, you know, I mean, yeah, you hate to lose that, but that's, you know, when you're the, you know, it's really big for game 7. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, you want to, you know, you love having it, especially the first 2 at home. You take care of business and then you go from there. But, you know, if a team comes in there and does their job and grabs and grabs 1, right, then you got to go answer. You got to answer on the road. And I know we've, you know, had our road issues over the last couple of years. You know what I mean? But, you know, you want that home court for game.
Get at 1.
For game.
Come on, Joe.
For game 7, you know, if there is one. You know?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
And you would think that you're not going to be giving up 126 plus a game either.
Right.
The way we play defense.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, up until that little that little burst that they had right there, we had them at 118. You know, let's just say if it ended at 120, you know, 26 and 20, we would have gave up fucking 46 second half points. I mean, that's we gave ourselves a chance. You know what I mean? Then they, like I said, they threw in a couple late ones right there because of the fucking alley-oop and the fucking clear path and all that bullshit.
.4.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I just said, Jordan. In the sense where those three aspects is they killed us in those three categories, and you're not going to win any games like that. If the other team makes 23s, makes all their free throws, and takes.
Why are you complaining that he fouled him? That's what he should have done.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah, we need a foul.
How did they get to 2? By the way, did I miss another steal?
Right here, yeah, it's steal.
This is nuts. I put my head down for a second.
I was waiting for you to catch up. I'm like,
I was looking at Jordan. I was kind of talking to Jordan here, and I'm like,
Can we get a miss? Can we get a miss? Can we get a miss? I mean, I know he's not going to, but can we get a miss? Can we get a little pressure miss? Or a quick three and a quick three?
especially
Play a little extra? Play a little extra tonight? Come on. Come on. This is where the crowd comes in. Let's go in there. Let's go in there. Let's go in there. It's not going to matter, but let's go in there. Let's make some noise. Shank it. Shank it. No, that's cotton. It's cotton candy. Oh, my goodness. That is some cotton candy. We don't got a timeout, I guess?
no, we don't.
That's fun. Got to pull up from the logo. Gonna need you to logo. Ew. Ew. All right, 128, 124. Atlanta win. And
That was pathetic, Toby. Toby was non-existent tonight.
no,
If we want to call it what it is, Toby was non-existent tonight. He was not there. He had a couple big turnovers, came up short on a couple big shots. And when this game turns out the way it is, there's some big plays.
Oh.
Tommy, right as we came on air, or right before we came on the air, he fumbled that easy layup and didn't even get a chance to shoot it. And then the first half, Ben drove, gave him a wide open three, and he hit the front of the rim.
Yep, and then the drive, the miss, I think you just talked about, right? The drive, and it just went off his hands. Like, what
Didn't even catch the ball.
You were live? You were live? And
Along with other things that he did wrong. Or wasn't there.
Joel went for 39 on one knee. Okay, just to clarify that. 39 on one knee. And if you look at the second half, it shows you what the series is going to entail. I mean, I think it's going 7. It's just common sense. I mean, we put up 41 in the fourth. 41-29. That's what got us in it. But we got to get more stops. We need more quarters of holding them to 25, right? Yeah. You can't have these 32 and 42 outbursts. We got to withstand them. And I think defensively, we saw some things. Maybe trapping in this series is going to help, right? Like
selectively.
Yeah, selectively trapping, throwing things at them. I know you don't want to throw a zone at a team like that. Zone them up for a minute. You know what I mean? Throw a different look at them. Zone them up. I know teams can shoot themselves out of a zone, but you still got a chance for hands and faces. Sometimes it's easier than one-on-one to get a hand in the face in the zone. They've been known to run it sometimes, so you got to make adjustments, and that's why 7-game series are always different than the regular season. I mean, it's an adjustment in the second half. They made it. What's Atlanta's adjustment back? Obviously, they got the win, but what's their adjustment back in game 2? Because we showed some things in the second half that should be able to carry us.
I mean, Greg, you saw the whole game. I mean, because, like I said, just looking at the stat line, it didn't look like Toby played bad at all. 20-10, 3-3. I mean, I just didn't know, if he was, was he disappeared or he just.
He did. He disappeared for a long stretch. Yeah. He started off okay, but then, went away and was just non-existent from mid-second quarter to mid-fourth quarter. Just non-existent.
Yeah, you can't have it.
And you're right. You can't have that from one of your high paid guys, whether Joel's healthy or not. You can't have that.
Nope.
No, Jordan, thank you again for the super chat. Anybody who super chats in, we appreciate you so much. You help drive the show, the company, everything. Well, listen, it is what it is. Like we talked about before, we hate losing game 1. It's never a good thing. But you're looking for positives, right? And the positive I take is the way you played in the second half.
Yep.
So you calmed them down a little bit. You made it more realistic on what it should be. And not saying you're going to go blow them out. But I like to throw money around. I like to dabble. I'm a dabbler. And I will absolutely dabble all over the Sixers in game 2. I think that's a stone cold lock of a win. Lock.
Dabble, please.
Let's look for a second at the stat lines, right? And not to go through them all, but every Atlanta starter was a minus, except for Bogdanovich, and he was even. They won this game on the bench.
Yep.
The way it turned out, right? The way it turned out. And maybe that's a bad way of looking at it, but it's also a lot of adjustments from the Sixers in the second half. You know, you held them to 25 and 29 points in the third and fourth quarter. And every starter for Atlanta was a negative. Every starter, even Danny Green, was a positive for the Sixers. It's just you look at the benches. Gallinari plus 11, Okongwu plus 13, Lou Will plus 16, Dwight minus 15, Matisse minus 12. Furky is even with that stretch minus 12. George Hill minus 17. You know what I mean? That's where
the bench run is what separates this basketball game.
Absolutely.
So if you want to look at who I blame, Don, I put a little bit on Doc. Obviously, he's the head coach of this basketball team. All right. He wanted to run out his whole five, here we go with the line change, right? And that line change bit him in the ass tonight. And there's 2 smart basketball guys around on that bench, and they didn't do it again. They always had a guy in or 2 with the subs. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to figure out. Okay? So you adjust. You always gotta have 2 of your damn starters in.
Yep.
And it didn't happen the rest of the game, thank God. And it can't happen the rest of this series because it's telling. It's telling. So who I blame it on? I blame it on Doc, and I blame it on that bench production. You cannot score for 6+ minutes. Are we okay?
And especially early on, kind of going to Doc, and I know the players played, but they didn't look ready to start the game.
No,
they didn't look engaged. They didn't look like they wanted to be there to start. And when you get down that big, regardless of how well you play in the second half, it's tough to come back from 20 and 18 and 17 consistently.
No, we smoke Brett Brown around here, and rightfully so. Rightfully so, especially at the end. You know what I mean? Enough's enough. But he gets smoked for a game like this. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah.
I know how groups are. So, I put responsibility on the head coach. You running the ship. You're the coaching guy. You've been in the postseason. You've been in finals. You're the one who said our goal shouldn't be to get past second round. It should be win the whole thing. Of course that should be your goal. You can't come out and come out in the first quarter and look like you haven't played basketball in 2 months. Mm-hmm. I'm with Sweets. I hate off days, right? I want to keep playing. But at the end of the day, you're the 1 seed. You're going to get off days. Just like they didn't no excuse for Milwaukee last night. All right, I don't care. It's a playoff basketball. Get yourself ready to go. You're pros. You ain't amateurs. Yep. Amateurs I get. Pros, be ready to play. And bring your energy, because that's the controllable. And you can see right from Jump Street, the energy was not there for this basketball team. And energy goes on my leaders, my coaches, and everything in between. And the thing I can take out of it is a Brett Brown team gets smoked tonight. Smoke. That's the difference.
Yeah, there's no comeback.
There was an adjustment made. Now, definition of insanity is, does he go back to Danny Green, game 2 on Trey, then I'm punching the screen. I'm literally like, hello, Doc, hello. Like Sweep said. Then if Ben gets in foul trouble, he gets in foul trouble. But especially at home cooking, I got to put Ben on him and think he's not going to get in foul trouble early. Now, he did that in the second half, and it was ding-ding. Like, literally, we were what? Ding-ding. Like, come on, dude. And they were ticky-tack because he was just getting aggressive with him. And he's so much bigger than him. Trey bumps himself in the calls, like good guards do. Bumps himself in the calls. So I don't know what the hell you fucking do with him. To me, I let him do him. Go off, honey, because nobody else is going to go off. And shoot yourself out of games. Because you're not Steph Curry. Shoot yourself out of games. That's what I want to see moving forward. Right? Joel, production-wise, can match that shit. And you have more talent than they do outside of there to be able to get scoring. And that should be
they got no size inside. So I mean, you take away the perimeter. Like I said, we can't wait for game 2. As fans and then also as coaches. Thinking about what we would do. You know what I mean? Not that we have all the answers, but like I love adjustments. And you said in-game adjustments, and they did a good job of that in the second half. But now let's see. What we do in game 2. You know what I mean? Like we got to take away the perimeter. You know what I mean? Like if he's going to get his, that's fine. They can't get inside on us. You know what I mean? So don't get beat around. Don't get beat. Don't get beat outside. Dare him to come inside.
David, I got to help you now, David. I got to help you real quick. So you're telling me he's the best player in the series. One guy went 12 for 21, 57%, dropped 39 tonight. Okay. With a torn meniscus. Slightly torn where he can play, but still a meniscus there. And you're going to tell me the other guy's better? I need you to check your fucking pulse. Make sure you're there. Trey Young, tremendous player. But don't tell me he's the best player on the court because he's not. Because if that guy shoots up and plays, he's the best player on the court. That's how that's going to go for a lot of the playoffs until next round. All right? Till next round, he's the best guy on the court. Next round, you got arguments for me. Right? Durant, Giannis, I get you. You got arguments. Kyrie at times. you have arguments. Chris Middleton never, right? You have arguments. But not this round. Knock it off. Trey Young, great player, good. He'll shoot them out of games. If you just with our perimeter defense, he should shoot them out of games.
Well, that's what the league has become. So that's the sexy pick. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. What people like to say. So I'm with you. You know what I mean? It's not even close. You know what I mean? So, hey, they won game 1.
Listen, David, maybe we never win a chip with this roster. But, I mean, you're obviously not a Sixers fan, and that's fine. And we welcome you into the chat. But, I mean, anybody that comes in puffing chest off of game 1s, like, you can start puffing game 2. You go up 2-0, puff away, puff or fish. But we're watching a series right now. Dallas and the Clippers, granted, round 1. But these are two damn good basketball teams that it's 7 and nobody won on their damn home court yet. So
be like the Hawks. The Hawks will never win a ship with that fucking roster either. Are you a Hawk fan?
You're a Hawk fan. I agree with help me with the name, guys.
Duran the man.
Duran the man?
Yeah.
I can't believe we almost won that game. That's what you take out of this game. If you're a Hawks fan, I'd be nervous. I'd be nervous as shit. They turned the ball over 20 times, blah, 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 played bad basketball and lost by 4. If I'm Atlanta, when you look in the mirror, talk too, moving forward, you got to say, oh, shit. Oh, shit, because we played some of our best basketball tonight. that we played. And you're in a dogfight at the end there? That shouldn't even be a game. That's what goes to if I'm Atlanta. I'm saying if there's something for Atlanta to be a little nervous about, that's that. They still won the basketball game, though. You know what I mean? They still closed it out. They still made big shots when they needed to. So Hawks at 4 is the most hilarious comment of all time. I'll do a show shirtless for the next 2 months if the Hawks sweep this series. Shirtless. Just shirtless. Nothing on. And then you'll never know if anything's on underneath. You know what I mean?
Sweater talk.
But we'll see if Manscaped, how good the Manscaped product comes out. All right. And speaking of Manscaped, you can get 20% off and free shipping with using the code HUD at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Love my lawnmower 4. It's tremendous. Listen, I say it all the time. Use other razors. It's trouble. I make me an ER stint. Cut the wrong vein. These are smooth. Different layers. You want to be real clean? You want nothing down there? It's up to you. And then they got the sprays and the foot stuff. Oh, my God. So many things. Get 20% off and free shipping with code HUD at manscaped.com. Go check them out, fam. Discounts all around here. Givers.
It's not just about you. It's not just about you, gentlemen. Give back to the ones you love.
Yep. I was asked if I expected something because of the, you know what I mean? What are you expecting something because you cleaned up? Clean up for dinner. You know what I mean? I'm just cleaning up for dinner.
Put a bow tie on it. And you're always going to get laid.
That's all I said. I was just cleaning up for dinner. You know what I mean? So you know what to do. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code HUD at manscaped.com. Billy Middlebrook. What up, Bill? Wait till they have the cover. Okay, Bill. We know this, Bill. All right. We know this. They're also not doubling and leaving guys wide open. That's why I don't like what they did in the first half. I'm against that. I am against that. You do that with big men. You don't do that with guards that are surrounded with guys who can shoot it. You don't do it. You don't do it. Then you get hurt. Yeah, it's going 7, Bill. We said that when we started the show. Hawks haven't made the playoffs in several seasons, and they're out here talking trash. Let me enlighten everybody what happened in round 1, too. If you all remember, the New York Knicks, won game 2, right? They won game 2.
Yeah, won game 2.
And
had a parade. Yeah, had a parade.
Partied and didn't win another one. So, I mean, we don't know how this can get. You go rattle all 4 in a row. You don't know. The way that fourth quarter went, I would say, yeah, you can go rattle all 4 in a row. Go ahead. You're the better team. You're the more talented group. But no, it's going 7, at least 6 minimum.
4.
Yeah. How can you shit talk when you got a guy, your best player looks like that? And he'll shoot you out of games. He'll shoot you out of games. That's my promise to Sixers fans. There's a reason that they're the seed they are, because he'll shoot you out of some fucking games. I'm tired of acting like he's Michael goddamn Jordan or Steph Curry. Like, let him shoot it deep. He wants to go logos. Cute. Make it all time then. Go ahead, Dame. Go ahead. Make it freaking 5 times in a row then from there. Make it 5 times in a row from there. And then we'll get a hand up on the logo.
And Dame still lost.
Yeah. I think we just like to give you, he just likes to give you shit there, Bill. I mean, and usually it's warranted. I didn't have a problem with your comment. I mean, I said when they made the trade that they were a fucking issue. You know what I mean? Like, other people didn't want to fucking believe it, because they don't play no defense. That's great. They can fucking score 170 on you. You know what I mean? But we'll cross that bridge if we get there. And by the way, fucking Beardy's got a fucking hammy problem. So sorry about your hammy.
Anybody thinks that series is over, it's not over yet either. Right?
No, absolutely.
Are they going to get that production from Blake Griffin the entire series? Okay. Okay. If they do, good for them then. Then they're a fucking problem.
Dale on his drum set, he's not happy. We are done. We are done. Yeah. Out of my fucking drum set, Dale.
How are we done? Like, I just want to know how people think we're done. 1 game in, and the way that game ended. Like, the way the game ended. They almost blew a 24-point lead. A 24-point lead. How are they walking around strutting? You got to think that's going to carry over, fam. We didn't lay down.
And especially you look at it, right? They shot 95% from the free throw line, which is what you're supposed to do. They shot 43% from 3.
Yeah, what's their team average for the year? Sure, it's not 43%.
Probably not 43%. And the Sixers shot 34% from 3, 69% from free throw line, and had 19 turnovers. But I will say, they had 9 in the first quarter. They only had 10 the rest of the game.
Yeah, adjustments. They cleaned themselves up. They calmed down in the environment.
Silver lining Greggy. What's up, buddy?
There you go.
It's not like you, right?
And again,
a laser pointer at you right here.
Probably the only thing you could crush Ben on tonight is he was 3 from 10 from free throw line.
Yeah, well, that's crushable.
No, and that's what I said. The only thing you could crush Ben on
the turnovers.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're there. You're good there. Yep.
I mean, 4 turnovers early. 5. They had 4 early or 3 early. They had 9. They had 9, like you said, in that early stretch. And Don was asking who the blame is. That's another blame. I mean, your starters got to come out and set a tone for your team. And they come out and turn the ball over 9 times in the first quarter. I don't expect them to do that the rest of this series. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. Like, this team doesn't turn the basketball over a lot. It's not something they do with a lot of. So I got to expect that's going to get cleaned up like it did in the second half. And that's where I think this series is. So I think if anybody thinks the Hawks are running away with this, you're fucking insane. All right, and watch this little bald eagle shoot this basketball team out of it. A ton of games. I can't wait for it. And if you believe me, pound the like button. Hit the subscribe wherever you're watching us at. Atlanta. We're crowning Atlanta. Everybody's nervous about Atlanta now. One fucking game in a series. Talk to me. They come in game 2 on our court again, and they take that game. Then listen. Tom's in panic mode, and I'll eat as much crow as possible. I don't care. Like Sweet said about being wrong. I don't care. That's why I do 5 shows a fucking week, because I don't care about being wrong. I go off a feel. My feel is ain't no shot in hell we lose game 2. No shot in hell. Or we were all wrong about this basketball team from Jump Street then.
Now listen, we'll send them a free Manscaped thing if they run away with this series. All right, and this way he can fucking super glue it to his fucking head for the next round. Fucking Trey.
Yeah, little bald eagle. Everybody can bald eagle. Like he's Steph Curry. He's not Steph Curry. He's not Steph Curry. He's a damn good basketball player. I get it. I'll never say that about him. He is not Steph Curry. He's not he will shoot you out of games in a 7-game series. Is there going to be times where he's scorching? Of course. Then you throw things at him. Then you get the ball out of his hands. I either zone it up or I man to man. Ain't no in between. Bald Eagle wasn't the best guy on the court tonight. That was the guy with one leg. Shit. Guy on one leg, bald. Oh, the guy one leg bald. Are we okay? I thought Capella, oh my God, that's all I heard. Capella, Clint, gonna give Joe work. Get Joe worked them on one leg. One fucking leg. This series goes 6-7. Sixers win. Everybody calm the hell down. Don't jump off the Walt Whitman or the Ben. Everybody relax. The second half is all I need to see. All I need to see where this fucking series goes.
We just got to keep Torrey away from the Wells Fargo Center.
Y'all shoot. Danny's not going to shoot over 4 ever.
He's just a volume guy. I mean, really, like it's like come on, 11 for 23. I mean, I wouldn't call it lighting you up. I mean, obviously, he had 35, so I'm not downplaying, fucking Baldy, dumping in 35, but 4 for 11 from 3, 11 for 20.
Yeah, when you actually look at his stats, they're not great.
Yeah, he's a volume guy, and he went to the line. I'm sure, I mean, come on,
9 of 9.
Yeah, he doesn't miss from the line. So, I mean, it's not go like he didn't light it up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you would have thought he dropped 50 tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's be real on he had a damn good night tonight. Damn good night. Nobody's gonna take that away from the kid, and especially early on, right? And he moved the ball well. Okay, he moved the ball great. But this is not this is not over. He ain't shooting lights out every night. I've watched him play enough, and we had the better player. I don't care what anybody says. We have the better player. Guys are going to play better on our end too. Like our bench production is not going to be that atrocious the rest of the series, and it showed in the second half a little bit better. We got a little bit more, or we're not going to run that. If we run that sub unit out in the second game, I don't know what to say then. You know what I mean? Then my opinion changes.
Yeah, Danny's not going to be a cold 0 for 4 from 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Greg. Like
the bench is not going to be non-existent. Like Dwight's not going to be minus 15 with nobody that can actually play with him down low.
Yeah, it's like Evan flows, right? Like Evan flows. Things are going to change unless you're facing the greats, and we have one of the greats in terms of like when he plays, his production is great per minute, per everything. It's great. We have one. Which tells me that, we and I think our role players overall are better. And I think them things are going to even out and why we're the 1 seed and why they're where they are at. And it's not a shot at them. I think we're better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For guys that think it was going to be a sweep if we played the Hawks or the Knicks, you fucking don't watch enough basketball. Because I'm the one who said, if you think I'm shitting on Trey Young, I'm the one who sat here and said, when you got to go against this, I'd rather see the Knicks because nobody's going to drop 40 on my ass. Nobody. So I don't want to see a guy who can drop 40 because that can steal games. So what happened? He drops 35. Other guys shoot. They steal a game. That's what happens. It's okay, though. It's okay. We're not a weak number 1 seed. Look at all the Hawks fans, you fucking losers. You guys don't win nothing in Atlanta. All right? Braves don't win shit. Falcons, obviously, that we know how that goes. All right? Now the Hawks.
Julio couldn't get out.
You're the bald eagle and Dominique Wilkins. Bald eagle, Dominique Wilkins. Grow up.
Julio couldn't get out of town quick enough. Fucking losers. Soccer's the most popular sport in that fucking town.
Uh-huh. You guys got flocking to the city. Flocking to the city for soccer. Grow up.
Fucking flick your beanbags. Go flick your beanbags. And
Land in four. Oh, my God. I'll put $1 million that it ain't for. If it's a land in four. All right? This is going 7, and that means you don't have a feel for life. All right? I can't wait for game 2. Okay, I would suit it up right now. We ready? Everybody ready to tip off? We ready to tip off? Shit. I hate losing in everything. Everything. I feel the same way at tournaments when I lose a game. Like, can we just go another? You guys just want to run it back real quick? Because nobody likes to lose. You want to play more. Especially you want to get the taste out of your mouth after losses. Especially one where you're the better team. You're the better team. And the first quarter lost you a basketball game because you didn't come ready to play. I got to believe this team comes ready to play in game 2, and I'll bet $1,000 that the Sixers win. If anybody out there wants to take that bet, let's go. Let's go. Any Hawks fans? Grand. Sixers outright. That's all. Sixers outright. I'm not doing the spread with you. Sixers win. Who wants to throw it up? Who's got the sack in Atlanta? Who's got the sack in Atlanta? Throw your money where your mouth is, Sackers. Sackers right now. Right now. Venmo talk. You'll take it. There he is. There she is. We got to get the clip of this, too. Greg, send the clip to Rye. Jake, right now, get the timestamp. There it is. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. Oh, here it is. I'll take it.
Boom.
Dorian Rogers looks like he's at a photo shoot. Hey, Dor, how's the photo shoot, honey? All right. Dorian, myself, a grand. Sixers just win Tuesday night. Oh, baby, let's go. I cannot wait for Tuesday. They'll probably say Joe can't play. Watch. I might take it all back off the table. That's my only stipulation. If he don't play, Dorian, I ain't betting on no Joe. I'll bet him on one leg. I ain't betting him not to play. No shot. Let's go, though. Let's go, Dorian. Let's go. Grand. I'll come find you, too. I'll find you. Talking about Philly guys. We'll find you. Couple calls you don't want to pay up. Couple calls, baby. I'm just kidding. No threats. We're just kidding. Just jokes here. But it's going to be a great series, though, either way. It really will. I mean, we lose. It's not a great series. But in my eyes, great series. Go 7. Let's go. Come on, boys. Feel it in you. You know what? Feel it in your dick.
Boom. And we got a game 7 on ABC as well.
Yeah, delicious.
Has it started yet?
Yes. Clippers by 3 early. First quarter. 60-point quarter, though. So a lot of scoring early here.
Greg, Sweeps, you guys will love this. A little off topic, but the team we gave a dogfight to, right? Like, absolutely did. Second round playoff, 18-0 in 2 innings. They had a 15 spot in the second. Like, who are these guys? These guys were huge. They had 10 home runs in our game. 10.
Jesus.
10. I think one just went out. One just went out right now as we were talking about it.
Another one.
Yeah. And some were like great pitches too, like low and away. Where do I go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? But we scored. We went up 4-0. We hit the baseball, like legitimately hit it. So, and then you watch them beat another team, 18-0. You're like, all right, we're progressing. That's all. So Sixers aren't in progressive mode. They are in go win now fucking mode on another topic. Win now mode. Let's go. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest adjustment to be made is the defensive of game plan, and the turnovers. You got to limit it because everything else is going to flow back to what is the norm. Sixers haven't lost back-to-back games all year, at home at least, right? And our starters didn't necessarily play bad, but when you look at like Danny Green, right, when he does struggle and has games where he is ice cold, he does bounce back and has a productive following game.
Yeah, it's something that is so well said out of you, and it's so true about this whole team on why they don't lose back-to-backs, and they haven't, and they're a tough group, and they take a lot of pride in their defense. We know that to be factual. We've heard that. We know that. And I think a team that they showed in the second half that there was a lot more pride in, like, no, we're way too good defensively. They had a talk at halftime. We are way too good defensively for this shit. And now, Greg, if they held them to that 110, 115 we were talking about, we win the game. It was funny. I was going to bring that point up with 215, and it wouldn't have looked as good now that they scored 128. But at 215, they were at 120 or 118, right? So we said 110, and we weren't far off. Well, how about this? If you always turn on basketball games the last 5 minutes, you always know who the best players are. I mean, I'm sure Joel Embiid had a monster fourth quarter, and definitely had a monster little stretch down run at the end. And that's something I hang my hat on. The bald eagle did not. You know what I mean? He wasn't. He had a couple of little
Sorry. How many threes did he want him to win, though? That's basketball, Reggie. Like, I mean, did you expect him? So if all those looks went, then they would have hit 30 threes. I mean, come on.
After the fourth quarter, we outscored them 97-86.
What was it, Greg?
97-86 from the second quarter on. Now, granted, they jumped out to that huge lead, and credit to them.
Yeah, for sure.
But from the second quarter on, we outscored them 97-86. Again, we matched our fourth quarter, matched their first quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the middle is more where it's at.
Right.
Which is a dogfight. They scored
42 in the first quarter. We scored 41 in the fourth quarter. So almost literally point for point.
Yeah, and that's more of like, I mean, listen, and we would be saying, oh, like if we're the Sixers, we let down a little bit because we had a big lead, right? I think part of that's that, obviously. Sure. And the other part is the one team's better still. And they just wanted to show you at the end of the game, through the second half that hey, it's the better team. We'll come back game 2 and we're going to get you. And if we don't, I'm out of $1,000, and that's fine. But I'm really shocked about this basketball team. And yes, an L is still an L. Nobody said that. And yes, go Hawks. Good for you, buddy. We're proud of you guys. You guys got one. Make sure you're in the chat after game 2, though, if you lose. You know what I mean? Or when you lose. Sorry. Make sure you're back. I just want to make sure you're back. Just come back, circle back, say I was here, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Circle on back.
Yeah, take your cough syrup. Come back and take it. All right, because we're wearing it. I mean, an L is an L. You said it. Ain't no getting around that.
Oh, wow. That's a tough comment.
What's that?
I'm just not gonna stay away from it. Now, when Doc was with the Clippers, he had all the talent, and his players will still couldn't do nothing. Mark, I mean, there's truth to that for sure. And he was talented with the Celtics and won. But yes, the last stuff, 3-1s and all them things, that's no bueno, baby. Ain't nobody gonna run from that. You know what I mean? He has his postseason issues and hiccups that he also needs to get over again now, not overall, because he has a championship. I can't take it away from him, right? Can't take it away. But again, he's won. And he's coached a lot of talented teams. So, all right. So without further ado, we're going to talk a little bit more about Joel Embiid and what we saw from him game 1. And that's brought to you by our doc, make him yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. You can find them on the web right down there, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Doc, Paul, this first things first. I mean, we're just going to get right into the big fella because I know you texted me and I brought it up on the show too. But, I mean, tell me what you saw and how you thought he looked. And, I know you saw him come down late in the game there and have a little grimace. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, I missed that. I was power washing my fence, man.
Nice. Fun stuff.
I know, exactly. But yeah, I saw the beginning of the game. I mean, he looked pretty good, man, and he was moving around well. I didn't see what happened at the end, but you know, he had a bunch of days off, so that was good. And I'm not sure what they did behind the scenes with him, but he looked pretty good for the time I saw him.
Yeah, I think we all thought that. Nobody was sure if he was going to play, and I think when we saw the shoot around a couple of days ago, we were like, okay, like he's not sitting down. He's at least shooting jumpers, and it can't be that bad. I mean, I know a tear's a tear, and there's no way to run from it, but there's obviously lesser degrees, Doc, and this is obviously what this one is. So they say it can't get worse, or it shouldn't, and it just becomes a pain tolerance thing. And is that what you think it is from here on out with him? Just, it's going to be a pain tolerance, and how much can he deal with?
Yeah, I mean, well, especially this part of the season. I mean, but it's interesting is, it's quite possible because the meniscus is a cartilage, right? It wears down over time, but it's quite possible that he didn't acutely tear it that day. That's something that could have happened over time, and then he just tweaked it, and then it got irritated, So unless the MRI showed like there was a big, and I don't know, like when there's really a lot of acute inflammation, like something just happened, it shows up really bright and white. So if that's the case, that kind of correlates with an acute tear. But who's to say that there wasn't something already there, and he just kind of tweaked it? It needs a few days to mend, and then he's back in action. But if I had to pick the two meniscus to get hurt, I would take the lateral meniscus. The medial meniscus, the inside one is more of a issue at times. So.
Yeah, and his lateral seemed good. I mean, I know it looked like he had a little trouble on pick and rolls, more than he would because he's extremely athletic for a big. But he got caught up in there, and that sort of hurt us a little bit on the perimeter, I thought, when I was watching. When I got home, right at the end, 2 minutes left in the first quarter, it looked like he was getting in trouble on the pick and rolls. The Sixers adjusted to it, but that's what it looked like in the first quarter, that he just maybe that explosiveness really wasn't fully there. But I don't know. As the game went on, he looked like Joel Embiid. He didn't look like anybody else. If I had the binoculars out, I'm like, that looks like Joe. I don't see a difference. Maybe the only difference is he had 9 rebounds, and he probably would have had 12 to 14 in this game. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. But he was going up for stuff, so
yeah.
I guess and people have said that too. Maybe it was something that happened earlier, and he tweaked it. And he's been playing with it this whole time anyway, and just didn't know. And
he's had a few. Yeah, I mean, he's had a few episodes this year that he kind of were like, we all held our breath, like, oh, here we go. And he was able to bounce back with a few days rest, what have you. So, yeah, I mean, I think he'll be okay, man. And then he's just going to have to take care of it right in the off season.
Yeah, and that would just be. I mean, obviously that's a cut. That's a cut, right? I mean, they got to cut and go in, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, see, it depends. Like if it's the outer rim of the meniscus, and not to get too technical, but the outer rim is still vascular, right? That's the only part of the meniscus that's vascular. There's like kind of inner layers, and once you get into the middle layers, it's avascular, meaning there's really no blood supply. So, so if the outer layer is torn, because there's a blood supply, then there's a chance that can heal, and maybe they need to repair it rather than take it out. And then if they can kind of sew it up and let the blood supply go, great. Maybe it can heal up on its own. And maybe they do nothing for it, and they just, let it, see what happens. But I guess it depends where the tear is in the lateral meniscus.
Yeah, but a great sign that he's played game one, because there was a lot of talk about, when does he come back? Does he come back after you lose a game? What do you do with him? And my belief is that if he can play, he's playing. Yeah. And obviously that was his belief, and that's the Sixers' belief. And it becomes, I think, like we all heard and said, is just his pain tolerance for it. Just him getting through it. And it looked like tonight or today there was no problem with him getting through it. So it's good to see if we can take a positive out of a loss. That we have a semi-healthy Joel Embiid, and I think we'll take a 90% Joel Embiid over the alternative.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And, I think they just dug themselves too big of a hole tonight, Yep. I mean, they were almost down 30 at one point before the half. I mean, that's too big. And you can't trade buckets with these guys because they can score.
Yeah, we didn't get any stops early on. Like, I don't know if we forgot. I don't know if we've ever played defense in our life early on. I mean, it was atrocious. I've never seen so many open threes in my life. And credit to Atlanta, and they shot the lights out. And they have the capabilities of doing that at times. I just think they're more of a team that is going to shoot you out of games at times. And I think maybe that's what the Sixers thought process was early on with all the double teams and some of the things they did is that, but I'm a believer, let Trey Young shoot you out of a basketball game. He's a tremendous player. He's not Steph Curry. He's not Dame Lillard. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not saying he can't be one day. I just don't look at him like that. Shoot 14 balls from the logo. I don't care. Go make them all before I come out there. Because if not, you go out. He's so quick, right, guys? He's so quick, he gets by you. And then it creates penetration. Penetration creates other open looks. So they were getting burnt. And, they started with Danny there. And, Doc, I think we all said this. And what's your opinion? I mean, Ben Simmons is in a conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. If I have a guy on my perimeter that's in a conversation for Defensive Player of the Year, I think I want to play him against their best perimeter player.
Yeah, man. I mean, Ben's so quick and he's so long. I mean, that could help neutralize a little bit Trey Young. I'm not sure if it's going to completely stop him, but that would definitely, I think, thwart him a little bit,
Contain him, right? Because he's going to get his.
You make him uncomfortable. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, right.
Matisse did in the fourth quarter. I mean, Matisse Thybulle made him extremely uncomfortable until Danny went back on him. But, I mean, I like that. I like the Matisse throw out at him because he just comes in with so much energy and excitement, and he's like a dog on the hardwood floor offensively sometimes. But defensively, he is phenomenal on the perimeter. Run him at him all day. That's length. That's quickness. I mean, he can keep up with him. He showed that tonight and create some problems for him. But Trey's going to get his. The problem is everybody else got theirs, and I think that's why you can't double.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're good. They're good. They're a good basketball team. But do you still think – I'm going to bring up the poll for you, Doc. You can answer the poll. I mean, Joel's playing, obviously, as of right now. It looks like he's playing. But the Sixers will win this series against the Hawks with or without Joel. Do you still believe that the Sixers win this series?
With Joel.
With Joel.
Yeah.
With Joel.
Yeah. I mean, that's my thought. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, they need something, Joel's a difference maker, right? Yeah. So the Hawks, I think, have to do something to contain him. I mean, if not, then it's like both teams just run up the floor shooting, and Hawks, if they do what they did tonight, I don't know, make it for a tough series. I can't say, I wouldn't say they couldn't win without him, but it's certainly, obviously.
It would go 7 without him, right? And I thought the Sixers would still win because I thought they're a better team even without him, which is hard to say. But with them, I thought if we go 5-6 healthy, all things considered, definitely didn't think this game won, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
It didn't help that the Sixers, what did they? It was like a 17-0 run.
17-0 run, yeah, Doc.
Yeah, they couldn't hit the ocean. I mean, it's just if they hit some shots, it's a different game there.
Yeah, that's like regular season basketball, right? Like what is that? Like what? 17-0. It's postseason. Anybody want to just get one in the hoop one time?
Especially in today's NBA, where generally you go to the hole and you get fouled.
So, Doc, Sixers in 7 or Hawks in 7?
Or something.
Yeah, man.
Or less.
Or less, yeah.
Right.
We're going 7.
No, Sixers and less.
Okay. You're back.
Oh, I'm never going to pick the Hawks to win.
Yeah, man. I got the Sixers to win. If it's between 7, then yeah, sure, Sixers and 7, man.
I'm just going 7 now in my head because I feel like if I put out like the longest case scenario, they'll surprise me. They'll go win 4 in a row real quick, and we're out of here in 5.
Yeah,
I think it's hard to go 6 now, but it's not impossible. I mean, we're very capable. Well,
4 out of 5.
Game 2 is a guarantee, but Game 3 we're very capable of going down there and doing what we're supposed to do. And if we go down there and do what we're supposed to do, then we're splitting there. And now you're 2-2, right? I would much rather go give me 3 in a row right now. Back. But we'll see how it goes.
Doc, what type of pain is he going through with this meniscus tear? Like, is it like a lingering pain, or is it just like a jolt every once in a while?
Yeah. I think after the acute pain, he might just be dealing with some like soreness. I don't know if they gave him a cortisone shot or something like that just to reduce the inflammation right away. But, typically you get like a sharp stabbing pain. When the pain hits, it's almost like, and this is probably more with the medial meniscus, but I'm sure, it can happen lateral. It's like when the pain hits, it's almost like it like zaps your strength and like destabilizes you. You feel like you got no strength right at that moment in time. And then it might linger for a moment or two, and then you're able to kind of go. And, and if the tissue is kind of like flapped up a little bit, it could sometimes like block your movement a little bit, and you kind of have to wiggle your knee around to kind of free it up. But now if he's kind of with less inflammation, now he's probably dealing with some soreness, and you might feel when he like has to cut like at a certain angle where that lateral meniscus is loaded, the most.
How much? These braces are obviously money. How much do these braces that the brace that he puts on help with that, if at all?
I guess depends if he's got some degree of instability. If he does, then that brace is definitely going to provide the support, and also it's going to provide him some degree of confidence too. So if he feels that confidence, then he's going to move with more aggressiveness and not hold back.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But, and that's probably something that, you want to do for him in this series and maybe for the rest of the playoffs. So his knee has the extra support. But, he'll be doing his daily routine therapy, keeping that quadriceps and other muscles kind of engaged so they don't shut off on him. Sometimes when they're swelling around the knee joint, the major muscle, the quadriceps, tends to kind of shut off. It's like someone hit the circuit breaker, So you got to switch it back. You got to put it back on.
So if you had a
flip the switch, get the switch.
We need that switch on. Right by the switch. Dink, dink. But you think he misses any games in the series?
I hope not. I got to tell you what. If let's say this, if they go up 3-1, I don't know. I was thinking about this. Is like, do you just let him rest, or do you shut the door, man, and like get it done early, and then he can get some more rest after that? You know what I mean? Like, do you chance it? If you go up pretty good and you got a commanding lead, do you give him rest? I'm not sure, man. I think with the Hawks, this team can burn you. So I think if we got the chance to put the nail in the coffin, we do.
Yeah, I thought that possibility of chancing it would have come now, like game one. Go ahead, give it a shot without Joe, see if he could steal one without him, and give him an extra day. But because I had that same thought, Doc, right? Whether you're up 2-0 or 3-1, whatever it is, and then do you let them back in thinking they have a chance?
Right.
That's a definite thought.
And I think that was answered today because he was still in there, like down 17 with a couple minutes left, and we were like, what's going on here? So,
do they have
they trimmed it, and it got exciting there, and it got
do we have like a safe word like for that? Like, does he like yell out like "get me"? like you know what I mean? Like what? Like, so I guess it's like a him thing. Like if he's good, go ahead. It's almost like green light, right? Green light. Like any normal playoff game, like he would still be in there, right? No injury, and that sort of seems like how they're going about it, which is pretty crazy when you hear something tear in the meniscus. When you hear tear, you're never like, hey, yay.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, like, and that's how I was going back before. It's like, sometimes the words to describe what you see on an image sounds so devastating, especially for people who are maybe not necessarily in the know or in the field all the time. Man, I got a tear. Holy cow. Or you got degeneration, all this. And the words are sometimes more damaging than the actual issue at hand, right? Because all four of us, I see three of you guys on the screen, so including myself, all four of us could have a herniated disc in our back right now and not even know it, right? Because we're pain-free. But we go take an image, and there's L4, L5 herniated, and we have no idea that it's herniated, right? So that's what I was saying before, is it's possible that he's been dealing with a lateral meniscal tear and not even know it. He just tweaked it again last week, and it was inflamed. And it's so sometimes imaging is important, but sometimes in my opinion, especially in non-professional sports, it's probably overutilized at times. and it can kind of feed into I don't know, like a conditioned behavior. Hey, I got this. I got the disc, or I got something. You know what I mean? And then that can kind of consume you at times, rather than focus on how you move and function and things like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's like checking WebMD every time you have symptoms of something, and then realizing what you potentially think you have.
And I knew that, so I appreciate you bringing that up on air.
That's why I was waving. Sweet Street out said it. I was just waving. I didn't want to.
I'm in the corner. That's not allergies.
I'm reading it right here.
Dude, there's a cream for that, man. There's a cream for that.
But Doc, we know you wanted to stay on around 15 minutes, and we can't thank you enough for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
And please let everybody know where from your mouth where they can find you and everything you guys got going on over there.
Sure. We have offices in Cherry Hill and Burlington Township. You can find us right at the web there. It's on the screen, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. We got some events coming up, by the way. We got a 5K with Cherry Hill Township coming up, which is on the 4th of July, which is a Sunday. So everyone's got off the 5th, so everyone should be running or walking that day. So we'll be at Croft Farms, so to get out in the community. But otherwise, listen, if you have any needs, aches, pains, and you're not moving well or not functioning well, reach out to us. We accept most major insurances, so therapy is covered by insurance. Give us a call. You can request an appointment online right at that website, specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
Thanks so much, Doc. We appreciate talking to you and having you on. It's great seeing you. And we'll talk more throughout this series and moving forward.
Thanks, guys. Oh, I got to show you one thing. Did that show up? There we go.
Oh, look at the Doc.
Yeah.
Swag. Got himself a swag basket.
Let's go. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Doc.
Have a good one.
See you, Doc. So everybody, that's Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You find him right there on the web. Schedule an appointment. Great insight there on Joe. Stuff we figured, but it's good hearing it. So no reason to think he's going to get shut down at any point. So it's go. And how confident are you guys in game 2? That's what I'm asking the people out there right now. That's the thought process right now. How confident are you guys in game 2? 1 out of 10.
Gigantic. 10.
10.
11.
Greg?
Yeah,
11.
I'm in. Yeah.
I bet $1,000, so you guys already knew my answer.
You're at 1,000.
Yeah. 1,000. Family out there, let us know. What is your confidence level as a Sixers fan in game 2? So that's a lot of Hawks fans.
Even the Hawks fans, 86 people watching. Come on, let's pound that like.
Yeah, pound the like, wherever you're watching, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Anywhere you get your podcast, if you're listening on the podcast side, download it, like it. Give us great reviews. Fuck with the algorithm. Pound the like. Hit the subscribe. Become an A2D member. You're getting free picks. You're getting discounted A2D gear. You're getting shout-outs whenever you chime in. Right? Super chat us if you want. We love super chats too. All them things help drive us, drive you, drive the conversation. Come on. Joe says 10, I'm dominating. John Malmo says 8. Okay, John. We're just talking game 2 right now. Johnny 10. A 10.
A 10.
Remember.
Prom with me. It's a 10.
Miss Davis, will you go to prom with me?
Yes, sir.
And John, an A2D member. And
Thank
all
you,
that,
John.
all the information right on the screen. What do you get?
Boom.
What's Emmanuel talking? What are these guys talking about? Oh, they're arguing with each other. It's a mess in here.
Lucas showed up. He's got 25 going to the line out of 48.
At least somebody showed up. Porzingis can't make a shot. Zoe says 10.
Yep.
No hate. Listen, I mean, Atlanta is what they are, but You're not winning this series. Jersey Boy says confidence is still high, 8 or 9 for sure. We're going to come out and play a complete game on Tuesday. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm at 10 on Tuesday. Series wise, I would say I'm an 8. You know what I mean? Because I need to see Tuesday. My confidence is
this guy wants to play a game with a tip. Tom wants to play a game just the tip. I got to see.
I got so much money on Tuesday. I could be down and out. That's what I'm thinking. I'm down and out now. Now we lose. You know what I mean? I'm going shirtless for 2 months on air. I can't have these things I said. Oh my God, I'll be so disgruntled. I'll be terrible to work with after Tuesday. I might not do a show for 2 weeks. We can stop, Trey. Would you stop?
Good thing we're not in studio.
I'm cellmate, which I always wondered if I know this guy. 9, they won't. 9, they won't shoot like they shot today. I agree with that.
By the way, we can't stop him, but that guy's can't even spell his name right. Come on, clean your life up.
Yeah.
Trey. Young.
We ended the series in 2K. For who? Are you a Hawks fan? I'm guessing. Could be a bad guess, but I think I'm right. Yeah, it's not 2K. That's why you're not winning the series. Because you're not shooting like this night in, night out. You're just not. Fans have nothing to do with who goes to the game, but fake support all of a sudden for a team that has lacked that support for so long seems like dick riding. Yeah. If you're talking about the Hawks, for sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And you riding.
Yes, the Sixers 6. I still think 7, but I would love a 6-piece nugget.
Yeah.
We aren't the Knicks, bro. You know that, right? Like you're talking to us like you're all sure. Knicks fans said the same thing. We're not the Knicks.
There's a big difference between the Sixers and the Knicks this year and for the last 10 years.
Yeah. It's fucking Willis Reed ran out of the tunnel.
So he says Knicks are the Knicks. Sixers and 6. A lot of confidence going on Sixers and 6 now. A lot of shifting after the fourth quarter now. We're back to 6. You know what I mean?
And we're back.
I was telling Greg, like, we made a run right before we came on. And I was about to, like, smoke them. And then we were, like, making a run. Like, change the whole intro.
Yeah.
Would have loved for you to cut the 4.
And that ending was wild. I mean, see what happens when you get that, defensive intensity, and it fucking matters to you, dude. You know what I mean? You see, you cause them to turn the ball over there at the end, and pressure. Right? You shit in your socks, right? And you get a couple easy baskets, and a 17-0 run never happens, even if you're shooting lights out. You know what I mean? Even if the other team's shooting lights out. Excuse me. Right?
Reggie said some Philly fans acting like the Hawks didn't go 32-12 the course of the season. Listen, nobody's acting like that. Telling you where it's the better team. That's all I'm telling you. And the regular season is different than the postseason. And it doesn't mean you guys can't win this series. It's sports. You know what I mean?
No, they're definitely a different team and a better team than they were with at net once Nathan McMillan took over. There's no question about it. Still doesn't change the fact that the Sixers are a more talented team.
They have one main scorer and a bunch of role guys that are good players, and I don't expect these guys to shoot the lights out every night.
Yeah, I mean, is John Collins really going to shoot 3 for 4 from 3, 7 from 9 overall every game?
No.
Bogdanovich 5 for 12.
Bogdanovich, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Is he going to jump 41% probably around him? Is
Huerta a 50% shooter every game?
Yeah.
Is he 6 for 9 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3 every game? Come on. You know what I mean? Again, there's a reason why the Hawks were the 4 or 5 seed, whatever they ended up being, right? There's a reason for that. They had a great second half of the year that put them from a 7 or 8 seed all the way up to this, 4 or 5 seed. There's no denying that. And Nate McMillan is a huge part of that.
Yeah, 5 seed.
But again, there's a reason that they're the 5 seed.
Nobody got. First off, you can't say we got whooped, no hate, because whooped would have been you win the game by 24. What happened throughout that game? You can't say whooped. You can say early on whooped. You can say halftime there was a whoop, but you got to say through third quarter on that whooping went away quick, buddy. You know what I mean? Like you let a team stay in the game, so you didn't whoop nobody's ass.
It's a lot of noise for one game. You know what I mean? That's all. I mean, that's. Doesn't mean they're not going to win the series. Talking about the Hawks. You know what I mean? Like doesn't mean nobody's saying that they can't win the series or anything like that. A lot of wolfing after game 1, really. A lot of wolfing.
I mean, yeah, you want to come in wolfing after beaten by 25, 30 points like your game should have been? Wolf away.
Yeah, I like what that Greg 75 said. When did the Hawks become the 9-3 Bulls? Did I miss something? Hawks fans shake my head. I mean, yeah, you guys got you guys got a tremendous young team over there. Nate McMillan, we all respect the fucking shit out of him. But
I'd probably take Nate over Doc personally, but
you want to come in and talk shit. I mean, fine. Feel good about a win. But don't act like now this series is all yours, talking about sweeps and other stupid shit. You know what I mean? Come in here, understand that this series is going 6 or 7. And probably going in our favor if you have a clue. And to say you get whooped when we played when you play two halves. You beat us, yes. Yes, you beat us on our home court. We came out with 9 turnovers to start the game. Atrocious. Fucking disgusting. Some of the most disgusting basketball I've ever witnessed in my life. All right? We usually don't play like that. So that's going to be different. Things are going to be different. Joke.
Good to see all the Hawks fans in, though.
Yeah.
Found that like.
I feel
appreciate the back and forth. Found that like a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like somebody tagged them all. They just.
It's that algorithm. F with that algorithm. Come on, let's go.
Got that little game 1 swagger. Got that little fucking juice, and they just feeling real good.
Greg remembers it. I mean,
they went up 3 games.
Here.
They went up 3 games to 1 today. You know what I mean? Like I feel like today was game 4. They went up 3 games to 1, and then just wolfed it. Enjoy it.
Enjoy wins. I mean, for sure, we would be enjoying it. And I'll tell you this: like I said, I thought this was going to be a tough series because of Trey Young, and they're a tough team. So it is what it is. Game 2, game 3, they're the big ones now. Because if the Sixers win game 2, game 3 winners usually go and win series. So you go there and win a game, the whole thing changes. And I bet you none of you are in the chat. We're still going to be here even if they keep losing. So we do shows all the time. So we ain't going nowhere. So the question is, are you going somewhere? That's going to be the final question. And guess what? I'm going to venture to guess that none of y'all are in here if the Sixers win this series. You book that shit right.
28-3. You ain't gonna see anybody. 28-3, buddy.
I didn't.
Yikes.
Roach talk. I'm sure some of you are big time fans. The 8,000 Hawk fans are out there. Georgia's got a lot of people too. A lot of people in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You ever driven down there? So
celebrities everywhere. You don't even see one of them at a game.
Wow, a lot. There's a lot going on in here.
All up in here.
Listen, we talked about everything Sixers wise.
We'll help you finish this pull off.
Beat that horse. Beat it again this week. Phillies up 12-6.
Win a series one time.
There we go.
I just jinxed them. They're losing now.
Nah, it's late. But Vinny only went 4. It's late. Vinny only went 4.
Yeah, he's back.
After Spencer went 2 yesterday, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, they're throwing everybody. I mean,
That's my fault. He's on my fantasy team. I started him.
Kitchen sink. Get their kitchen sink talk today.
By the way, speaking of the Phillies bullpen, did you guys watch the game and hear Brogdon's post game interview with T-Mac and Crucky?
What, yesterday?
Yeah.
Heard
He didn't say a word.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
It was awkward. It was super awkward. I'm like, come on, Connor. You got the mic, and you got a chance to show some personality, and you're like, oh yeah, go win.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
If I'm T-Mac, I'd be like, all right, thanks, Connor. We'll talk to you. Like, come on, know who you're bringing on the air too, though, guys. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But hey, if we get the series win, that's something we haven't done in a long time.
Yeah, they feel good. Yeah, they're fun.
Like to get back to those parties.
Doobie swinging it. Bamboo Brad swings it all the time.
Doobie is swinging it. I haven't wanted to say that. Doobie is swinging it. I haven't wanted to say that because it was a former child. I didn't want to. I just never want to say it. I feel like it won't hit ever again. Or hit the wrong things, and I'm not trying to make a joke or light of it because it's horrendous. But like it's just like I crown the guy, and the next thing you know, he's out of baseball. So we didn't hit a baseball. Baseball.
But so you don't get accused of being a daddy right there. I said, I'll give the guy props.
Yeah, as much as I crush Harp, it's good to have him back in the lineup. Doesn't hurt you. Yeah, it's going to hurt you with what you're running out there, and it'd be nice to get Didi back. But I don't know about this team, man. Like
Jankowski's still on the roster. Jesus.
Yeah, they just smell 500 to me, and until that run comes, if it even does, that they're my crumb right now, and they're staying my crumb until a run fucking comes, right? Until you go like 12 out of fucking 14, all right? Because I am so sick and tired of bad baseball. I've never been more tired of bad baseball. I'm good with you wanting to rebuild with me. I'm good with trusting processes, per se, right? But you give me nothing from that trusted process. And you spent money, whoop-de-fucking-do. Where are the results at?
Is it raining I'm sorry, it says delay. Is it raining in Philly?
Is it?
It says delayed.
So, I don't know. Could be. It goes summertime.
Yeah.
Flying in, stopping in, checking in, checking in for a downpour. But no, it's just them. It's just them as a whole. Like people say, well, what about everything? Okay, because it's been 500 slop fucking baseball or slop for too fucking long. We're a big ass market, and like we spend semi-stupid money, right, guys? Semi-stupid,
selective stupid.
Yeah, selectively stupid money. Fuck you. Until you want to prove to me you're a playoff team, I'm so disgusted about this team and what it is, and Joe's a part of it because he's managed like shit too. And the whole thing, where's the fucking culture? Everybody tells me how hard guys work. What-de-do? Where's your results at? Where's your results? And once Harper and Didi come back, there's no fucking excuses. Match fucking baseball, summertime, go on a damn run. Show me you're capable of being a postseason baseball team. There's a 500 fucking dreck that I'd rather just fucking tank that. I'd rather be the worst team in baseball than be 500 fucking dreck year in, year out.
Because there's no expectation, Tommy, to that, right? Like when we were going through the dog days, even with the Sixers, we knew what we were expecting. Like we weren't expecting a team with a top 5 payroll.
Yep.
Like we were expecting to watch a bunch of young kids and rookies try and find their way through the NBA. But we're good with that. But just let us know.
That's it.
Don't sit there and say we're going to compete for a playoff spot and then be mediocre.
No, John's right. I mean, the farm system's the whole reason for it. So the farm system's the whole damn reason. So you want to tell me what the fucking reason is? Reason, not you, John, people out there. The reason is the farm system. I mean, you got nothing. Alec Boehm, Aaron Nola. So I'm not going to say nothing, but like, where's it all at? Where's all them high picks that you had? Where they at? We know.
Mickey Moniak obviously is not the guy.
Look at John. I mean, John, you're so I can't thank you enough, brother. Not only are you an A2D member and you're on the $9.99 a month plan, and we love you, but then you come in with the super chat too, and it's just so we're so thankful. 6-6, Hawks fan, enjoy the win, but you have a awaken a sleeping giant. Hopefully that's true. Hopefully, like Sweep says, you look in the mirror. You looked in your mirror at halftime, obviously. So look in it again. It's a good mirror. You know what I mean? Spent a lot of money on the mirror. Check her out. But my crumb is not the Sixers. If they lost by 24, it would have shifted. It's the Phillies until further notice. Could be the Sixers Tuesday. So stay tuned.
Depending on how that bet goes.
Yeah. That's not going to age well for me at all. It's just not. Just not. I can feel it. Yep, I feel it there. Feel it in my Oh my God. Go ahead, guys. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, that's mine. I got it's easy, right? It's like the easiest crumb in the world. Like, hey, Tom, you want on a silver platter? Got it.
Platter talk.
Sweepsy, you got one?
No, bud. I mean, it's always LeBron James. You know what I mean? I feel like he's been, he could be on the list every week. You know what I mean? But, whether it's game 5 or game 6, I don't really care about the shaking of hands because I'm not like this isn't Little League anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't have no problem with that. I know the Pistons did that back. They didn't get along with Michael, and then the Pistons did that a long time ago. So, others have done it. I don't have a problem with that. It's if you're a competitor, maybe you tip your cap or whatever because I think it's too. I think it's too much in pro sports nowadays. You know what I mean? Where the hugs and all this stuff, and whether they pray together. And listen, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying, like I feel like it's too much. You wait till you're done in the locker room. You get yourself cleaned up. You want to go get something to eat with somebody. Somebody's a friend of yours. That's fine. I'm not saying you can never, you can't associate with people. You know what I mean? It's just, but that competitive spirit. Listen, I think they've taken it to an extreme. Professional athletes. So I have no problem with that. But like, you go back to game 5. He left with 5 minutes to go because they're getting thumped. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like,
you don't buy the treatment talk.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, not for one bit. You know what I mean? He's a fraud. I think he's always a fraud, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, he lost his Batman, and that was it. The series was over. You know what I mean? There was no help. Couldn't do it all by yourself, could you? All right, and that's all we've been saying all along. Like, hey,
hate to see it.
Just admit. You know what I mean? Don't tell me, you're seeing 3 rims. All right, don't tell me. You're quick to tell us that when I couldn't see. I got stabbed in the eye. I got to wear an eye patch. I can only, I'm seeing 10. I'm seeing 10 rims. You know what I mean? But but when AD goes down, it's like I didn't have anybody. Didn't have any help. It just be consistent throughout. Look at it. It's going to be a triple play. Sorry, in mid talk. Oh my goodness.
Triple play?
No, but Cardinals bases loaded, nobody out. Line drive to the pitcher, and he gets the guy at first. Fucking hung off, and I thought he would have got everybody.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, listen, we'll leave it at him again. He's in there a lot, so why not keep it coming, buddy? why not get to the off season?
I love me some LeBron Crummage.
We know you do, babe.
My crumb is the PGA Tour.
Wow, hold on a second. Hold the phone, Dad. This is 2 PGA Tours in a row for you because 2 weeks ago we missed last week. 2 weeks ago you PGA toured it too. Don't think I'm like an elephant too. You know what I mean? I know Uncle Sweeps is like an elephant. He talks elephant talk. I love saying
I almost went there. I know where he's going. I almost went there just because, I mean, like I'll let him go because I know.
Johnny.
I almost went there just because I'm like, the cat's out of the bag. What the fuck, dude? Like, fucking put a fucking head dressing on him and let him finish.
Let him play solo. Let him play solo.
Yeah, it's
there's 2 parts to it, right? So if you're going to confront the guy, do it in the clubhouse as he's signing cards.
Yeah,
don't do it literally steps off to where when you're watching the broadcast, it's awkward, right? Jim Nantz and Nick Faldo don't know what to say because obviously nobody knows the news. Yeah. And when you see him react that way, your first initial reaction is, my God, somebody passed away in his family.
Yep.
Because you see the way he reacted. He was devastated. I mean, dude just shot one of the best rounds of that tournament ever. 11 birdies. Obviously, he's not sick, right? He's had it before. He's asymptomatic. So why not let him go out and play solo? He's obviously going to win the tournament.
Shut it down 4 days ago. But I'm with you 100%. I'm just saying, because there was the whole contact tracing. You know what I mean? So he got tested. He had
Don't let him play that.
He had to get tested every day or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you knew that, you have a feeling maybe that's going to come at the end of the rainbow. Why would you let the guy minus 18? He's playing out of his mind, and then he gets zapped at 6:30. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
just say right from 21 Drum Street. Say, hey, listen, you got some contact tracing going on. Going to need you to remove yourself. Don't even tee off on Thursday.
Play.
Don't even tee off on Thursday.
Hold on.
Where I'm at.
And then Sweep, is that why? I didn't know what happened, and when Sweep said headdress, I didn't know what he was talking about. Okay.
Yeah, you got popped for COVID.
Yeah, like put like one of the quarterbacks, the red jersey.
Yeah. Then the guy. So once they cut him, tremendous job by Greg. I had it on my fucking platter last night, and I've been fucking running around all day today. So great job bringing it back up. All right, but so then they cut this guy's head off. Then the guy he played with is now
still good. That was the next part.
That guy's still playing.
The two guys he's playing with can still play today, though. I thought he had COVID.
Man, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Contact tracing just out the window.
That's what I'm saying. Like those guys,
dapped up after the round, shook hands.
Yeah.
Doesn't. It's just I get it if that's your policy, but come on, dude. It's third round. Dude's gonna win the tournament. Yeah. Just cost him probably $1.5 million, right? Yeah. Let him go out and play solo then. Like no one's around him. Kind of when you bring fans back into this, you're kind of saying this is not saying it's not over, but like you're understanding that risk. So it's kind of weird to see the protocol still there, but not still there, and it's just more or less the handling of it, though, right? Yeah. I mean, outside of everything else, it was the handling of it.
Absolutely, agreed.
And that's it.
Atrocious job by them. Yeah.
It looks like Lexi Thompson is going to win the Women's U.S. Open here. Yes, I turned off the NBA to watch the Women's U.S. Open. I'm not even watching the men's tournament right now. You're not getting my viewership today. I'm going to watch the women.
After that almost triple play, then non-Coors Field Arenado 2-run single to tie. 7-run sixth. We're all tied up at 7, boys. Let's go.
I thought he could only play in Coors.
Hey, how's no splits? Suck it. Suck it, nerds. Suck it. That's great. A 7-run inning. That's beautiful.
Nice. So, yeah. And Johnny, I would agree. I'm with you on the NBA. They could always be a crumb for me.
Yeah.
I mean, not to get into the fan interactions, but you want fans to interact better, put a better product on the floor.
Yeah. You guys know my thoughts on the NBA. I mean, Steph Curry being generational, well, everybody wants to be him. And I'm not saying some guys can't do it, like a Dame, and some guys can't jack, but it became a jack party. I still watch it because I love basketball, right? I still just love it for my love of basketball, and that's where I just don't care. Like I know what's going on. Same with baseball. Like I see it, but I love it because I love the game. So I'm never going to stop watching, no matter like how bad I think things get. Like I really like just the little things. It's the little things in sports that get you, and it's the refs and it's stupid shit in baseball, right? Stupid shit. But I watch them because I love both sports. So even though the NBA drives me crazy, it drives me insane. Yeah. Like you got open looks to the basket and you're kicking out for 3. Like grow up, Peter Pan.
Yeah,
that's always going to be a more efficient shot, and that's the only reasons I like drafting a big man here. It's because I'm like, dude, like you're shooting 50%, It's huge. It's a higher percentage. Unless you're one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, that's a higher percentage. But great show, boys.
Definitely.
Shame we couldn't finish on a dub, but we came close. Thank you to everybody out there that joined us. We want to thank our doc for every Sunday and him joining us today to talk about Joe, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Listen, accepts most major insurances, and you can log right online and handle it. So,
and as he said, for those local, they got a 5K coming up on July 4th.
Yep, Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill, yes.
Go get your run on, or stop by.
Get your sweat on. Get your sweat on.
Let's go Sixers. Okay, let's go Tuesday night. And again, anybody looking for the ATD memberships, here's what it includes: $9.99 a month over on YouTube, appearances on shows, members only live streams, shout outs, obviously weekly sports picks from Money Pop Podcast. So you get the picks and you get ATD discounted merch too. So once you log in, it gives you the merch promo code. So if you are a member, it's in there. So just go check it out, and you can get discounted ATD merch. And all Philly Thinkers website actually is 20% off as well. So you got more than just ATD in there, and we're going to be bringing more. We're going to be bringing more all-campus stuff, right? Some other discounted things for you guys. So it's not going to stop. The discounts won't stop. All $9.99 a month. I always said I would never charge early on when people said charge. I said not until I had so much to give away, where it's overly worth it, like overly worth it. And I'm not trying to be a guy selling a used car. You know what I mean? Like overly fucking worth it. Like there's guys out there, they want to sell a used car. Nah, man. I'm trying to sell you a Lamborghini. Do you want it? Do you not? Do you want the Benz? Do you want the, you want the top? You want top of the line? Whatever that may be, a little Rolls Royce. That's what we're trying to offer here. I'm trying to Rolls Royce you. So there you go.
A la carte you got going on, buddy.
Everything, and that's just a little bit. Where do we get into it? And Fan Fridays, obviously, you guys call in. You have the opportunity to just say, "Hey, I want to come on." Right? We're going to start members only live streams, so we're getting there. So we're getting to everything, but these things are already out there. So enjoy it, fam. We can't thank you guys enough for all your support.
B, get upstairs, B.
Seriously. It's taking me 30 seconds.
That's on me. That's on me. B, that's on me, B. That's on Uncle Tommy. I'm too long here on the closeout. That's on me.
Wish the Sixers could have got a couple closeouts tonight.
Greg knew it was her. Uncle Steppy knew it was her.
Yeah, but I'm accountable. I'm accountable for my actions. But thank you, everybody. We love you all. Turn your alerts on. Subscribe. 17 shows on A2D's platform. This is the flagship Agree to Disagree, A2D. That's what it stands for. We out.